In this video, I'm gonna survive 100 days on this river in hardcore Minecraft. My goal is to transform this untouched river into the ultimate survival base, packed with everything I'll need to survive, including farms, docks, houses, and even an entire riverside settlement. But before I can build any of that, I need to survive day 1. Alright, we are back for another 100 days, but this time, in case you guys did not get it from the intro, we are going to be spending it on a river. Not gonna lie, pretty excited for this one, and there are some cows here too. We actually got a pretty decent spawn. We're next to a bunch of water, we're next to a bunch of animals, and we got some trees over here. And obviously, every Minecraft world starts out the exact same. You have to start punching down your first tree. There we go. We got our first tree down. Let's just make our first set of tools, aka just a wooden pickaxe. Let's get that crafted up. And now we're gonna go down and collect some stone right away, just so we can get to the stone tool level, and then we will just make all of our tools into stone right away. Honestly, I do not need that many pieces of stone. I'm gonna get to like 16. That should be enough for the tools, and then maybe a furnace as well. Most thing I want is just a stone pickaxe to make that process go a little bit quicker. And then obviously, the next best tool to get is an axe. It's so good for cutting down trees. Plus, it is a weapon for the early game. And then we're gonna use our new axe, use the auto tree chopper mod, cut all of that down. That looks perfect. And then if we pick all of this up, we're gonna actually make a quick furnace, throw that down, and let's throw our wooden pickaxe in as some fuel and one log so we can get a piece of charcoal. And while we wait for that, let's just kill some cows really quickly. I would like to get as much leather, and I mean the food is nice too, but as much leather as possible because I want to get an enchanting table, and that's gonna be kind of hard. And looks like this poor sheep is kind of stuck. It's okay, I will help him out a little bit. And there is one more sheep that I want to go kill over here, and there's a bunch more animals up there, but there are also pillagers, and that's kind of scary without any armor. Let's get our charcoal really quick. Let's just make a few torches so it's not so dark whenever we go down into a cave. And I can grab all of this up. We are gonna go try and deal with that pillager. If we die, it's really early in the world, so that's okay. Just crit him once, crit him twice. There we go. Don't have to worry about him. And now we can just kill all these animals. And there's a pillager running straight for me, but he takes a while to load his weapon. And oh my gosh, there are so many more of them. There's an allay here. Do not mind if I do. Okay, he just shot. Quickly hit. Ow. Okay. You guys kind of hurt. You guys really hurt. I'm running. I'm out of here. Nope. There's another pillager over there. I need to run though. I just need to eat some food so I can do a little bit of regenning. I hope they're not right behind me again. Oh my gosh, they are still coming, but I need to quickly eat some food. There we go. We'll get some hunger back. We'll hop up on this tree actually, so they can't really get to us. And they're just chilling down there. Let me just eat some food and then I'll come deal with you guys. If that dog actually would want to help me, that would be a really big help. I really wish I could just like hit them from here, but I can't. Oh my gosh, he hit me. Okay, but that is not good. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna throw it on the furnace, throw in that, and then we're gonna throw in a few pieces of logs just so we can get some better food. And then we can eat this. This should basically heal us all the way out because it's such a better food source than raw meat or apples. I'm kind of scared. I don't know where they went. I'm gonna get a few more pieces of food just to be safe. We eat this last piece. We have a bunch of saturation. We are maxed out on hunger and health. And then I'm gonna try and deal with these guys. I'm gonna wait for one more piece of food to get done, and then we'll hop down there. Actually, we think we might have enough fuel for one more piece. Let's quickly see. Maybe we won't. I don't know. I think it'll be close. Ooh, we actually do. Okay, let's break the furnace, and then we can hop down there and try and kill these guys. Crit him once, crit him again. Okay, one at a time isn't that bad. It's just when there becomes multiple of them at once, that's when it kind of becomes a pain. And I have no idea how he just missed me right there. There's some chickens though. That is free food. Do not mind if I do. And this guy's just sniping me from such a long range. Okay, there we go. He is dealt with. The allay I'm gonna leave in there in case I ever want to come back and get him. We did get a health potion from that though. That's kind of nice. And what do we get out of these ones? I got some beetroots, which I can't turn into beetroot seeds unfortunately, but I guess that we can make some beetroot stew. And then what do we got down here in this chest? We have a pillager outpost right, which I do not care about. And then we have some gold and some iron. And I think I basically actually got everything from here. I do see a swamp over there, so I wonder if that means there might be mangrove next to that. Not gonna lie, mangrove is one of my favorite wood types, so we might have to go check that out later. I just want to keep running this direction, see if I can find anything related to a river so I can settle down. There's also a bunch more pigs. We're just gonna quickly do the same thing we've been doing the entire time. I need extra food. I do apologize, little guys. There's also a bunch of dogs over here, which would be really, really nice if I had some bones, but I don't. Ooh, also fish. If I ever need some food, I can come in here and grab some of those. Even better than fish is bookshelves. Oh my goodness, this is gonna help me get an enchanting table so much quicker. You need like 30 something books, and these are just free books that I don't even have to like grind leather for. Also, not gonna lie, candles is another really good thing. They are really beautiful decoration blocks. Chop that down really quickly, and now we can just explore the rest of this. I might need to hurry up though because it's getting kind of dark out, and I do not like the sound of that. There's just oh, you have a bunch more books in here. Yes, please do not mind if I do. I will happily take all of these. And what do we got in the chest? We have a little bit of extra books and candles. Don't mind if I do. Oh, a bed actually. That's gonna be huge. And some mushrooms. I don't really need those. I can kind of, I have other sources of food. Okay, there we go. For some reason, my torch was not illuminating as I was walking around in the darkness, but I got that fixed. It was just something to do with my shader pack. And what do we got in this chest? We got 2 diamonds actually. That's insane. Some pieces of armor and some extra food. I'm gonna throw that armor on. Might as well. And what else do we got in here? This is actually kind of looting me up really good. Got a brewing stand, which is huge. Got some bread, which is also a really big bonus. And there looks like this is an entire room here. I'm not gonna lie, this room seems like it would be like a cafeteria. It's kind of cool. And this is just a wall. Okay, so that might be the end of this little dungeon, which is still, I'm really happy with it. I got so many goodies. Actually, I take it back. There is a little bit more. I don't need more books. I'm already at a stack. So we're just gonna keep running along. I think we're done in here. Let's just go find a place to settle down. My inventory is getting way too full. And we did find a river between my 2 favorite different wood types. So this is actually going to be a perfect area. We take a look up here in free cam. I do kind of like this spot, but I see another spot down there I kind of want to go look at. I don't have a boat. We're just going to swim across and walk down. Yeah, honestly, I really like this place. I think that this is where we're going to live, just kind of along this river in the dark oak forest, which does kind of mean one thing. It's going to take me a while to clean all of this up, but I think it's going to be worth it. This is like the perfect river right here. I guess let's just throw down our crafting table. We're going to need a chest to kind of clean out our inventory because we have way too much stuff on us right now. Let's just throw it all in here. Another thing I want to do, kind of get down our furnace so we can get some stuff smelting, and stuff being some of this food. So let's grab a few logs, throw those in there. I meant to get that cooking, and then we're gonna kind of just use our axe to chop down a few of these things around. I just want to clean up the area. If I'm gonna be building here, I'm gonna need the space. Also, this axe is basically broken. Let's just kind of set that aside. Let's make a new one. I only have a little bit of cobblestone left though, and then let's just chop down one of these trees. Actually, we're gonna do 2, even though I don't think that one's all gonna decay, but that's fine. As much as I don't want to do chop down the birch, I'm gonna have to. It's in my way. Same with this one. We're gonna chop that one, and then we're gonna combine these 2 so they have a little bit more HP. And now this is telling me, or at least I'm realizing, that I'm gonna need to go collect some stone, which there is a hole right here, but that goes down into water, so we're gonna ignore that. I think I'm just gonna kind of make my own staircase going down somewhere. You know what? Actually, let's kind of check the area out a little bit first. If I could find a cave to go down in, that would be kind of nice. Like right here. Nope, that's water. Actually, was that iron? Yeah, right there is iron. Never mind. We're gonna actually come in here and grab that. I need to place some blocks down so I can actually break this kind of easily, and it looks like it is only 1 piece. That is kind of really unfortunate. I guess that's fine though. I do have access to some good stone here though, just on the surface. We do have another water cave here, and there's actually moss down there, so I think that might mean it leads to another cave, but I'm not really wanting to go there. If I can find something else first, that would be kind of nice. Like this is actually perfect. I think this probably connects in. It's also a lush cave. It's right next to it pretty much, and there are some pretty beautiful things in here. Also, I'm not gonna lie, the lush cave is my favorite underground biome in the game. I haven't seen the new biome at all. The I don't know what it's called, the sulfur caves, but this one is just so lush and pretty. I don't know, and I need to be really careful. I'm not really wearing much armor, and if one creeper comes behind me, and it's just game over. Also, my one and only weapon is basically already broken. We did find quite a bit of iron right here though. Hopefully this is more than 4. I at least see 5, actually 6. Never mind. Hopefully it expands on this side though. It did not. Still though, that's 6 from that vein, and we also have this vein yet as well. I'm actually getting pretty insanely lucky with all of the iron that I'm finding, and all the veins that I'm finding are actually pretty big. I think this one was like an 8 or 9 vein, and then right next to it there's literally another vein right here, which does look like it is an 8 vein, which is perfect. Also, there's some coal right next to this stuff, which I do want because I need some stuff to do some smelting, and I don't really enjoy using wood all that much. It kind of sucks. Also, extra torches would be really nice. There are actually some tropical fish down here. That's kind of cool. And there's also some more iron, and this is what I truly want. I'm just gonna leave that zombie right there. He's okay. What I do want though is all of this iron. Hopefully that zombie can't get free. I don't think he can because he's kind of just not moving right now. We need 1, 2, 3 out of this vein and at least 4 out of this one. Possibly an 8 vein though. See, I originally came down in this cave, you know, for some stone because I did not have enough for a second furnace. But then I saw some iron and I was like, I'm just gonna go collect some of that up. Which, by the way, not gonna lie, is going fantastic. We're already up to 55 pieces. Actually, I take that back. 56. This vein is huge. This is not good. The zombie did get free, but that's okay. We're just gonna quickly come over here. I see some lapis and I want it. I already got 6 pieces, which is insane. That's honestly as much as we're gonna need. But I do see a few extra pieces here. I'm just gonna kind of come down here, farm all of this up before this zombie comes over here. And of course, there goes my axe. I got 1 more block. We'll break that. And then I see one random piece of iron in the center of this lake. You know, I'm pretty sure where I'm at right now is actually kind of where we came down from, but I just missed all of these ores before. Like, there's a whole bunch of coal. I saw another vein of iron above, but I wanted the coal first, and my pickaxe is probably going to break. So, you know what that calls for? We should probably get a crafting table, and we can get a furnace done. Let's craft that furnace, throw that down, and throw some iron in there so I can get some upgrades on the tools. And I guess while that cooks, we're just gonna run around, collect most of this up, at least some of the coal. I did see some iron down there as well. My pickaxe broke. I did not get the entire vein, so I'll come back in a second. I just want to go see if there is enough iron done so I can craft myself a better pickaxe. There we go. Iron pickaxe has been unlocked. Now we can actually finish up mining this vein. Okay, honestly, for now, I think I'm going to be done in the cave. I would like some diamonds, but I don't even know if this goes down to deep slate anywhere. So we're going to quickly grab all of this up. I do want an iron axe, actually, because I do not have an axe anymore, and I need a weapon. You know what, actually, I changed my mind. We're going to stick down here a little bit longer. We're already down here. Might as well do all the mining I have to do for a while. So we're going to wait for most of this to get done. I want to get some better armor so I can feel a little bit safer at all times. I also do want a shield because that is one of the most important tools in the game. And then the last little bit here, we're just going to put into some iron leggings. There we go. Everything besides the helmet, which is fine. That's like, I think, the worst piece of armor. And we do have our shield, so it's not like we're going to have to worry about too much. There we go. We have 16 pieces of iron. We're going to just pick that up, and then we are going to go do a little bit more exploring. Now, I don't remember exactly where I went last time. I'm pretty sure I went down there. So we're going to go through here this time, which this is good news. Already found some more iron. I do see some gold as well, and I do kind of want to grab that. As much as I like never grab gold normally, it can be kind of useful in some situations. So there is a giant geoid right here. Is this two? This has got to be 2 geoids. No, you know, maybe it's not. I actually only see 1 in there. It's just really big, I guess. Also, we just found some deep slate coal. That is insane luck. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to save it. No coal is safe for me. I just want some extra coal. I don't need anything rare. Ooh, we did find some more iron, though. Do not mind if I do. Copper, we're not going to grab. I don't like copper. The tools in it kind of suck when you can basically just get iron instantly anyways. It's very, very rarely actually useful. I don't think I've ever made a copper tool. I have made copper armor, though. Copper armor is basically just like leather, but actually easy to get because leather is like insanely impossible to do. Because to get a full set, you need to find a lot of cows, and that's not exactly like an easy task. This cave, it just looks so magical. There's an axolotl. Do not mind if I do. That's another really cool thing about these caves. It spawns axolotls, which are kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. Just gonna chop all of that out, and then we have a few extra pieces of iron right here. There's so much iron on this side. It's just all really small veins. Like this one was a 4, which is actually kind of one of the bigger ones. Actually, I take it back. This one's way bigger than a 4 vein. This one, it was like 6 pieces or 7. I don't remember how many it was. I'm not gonna lie. I do see some more iron up there though, or I meant gold, but I see iron, and that seems more important to me right now. Genuinely, the amount of iron I'm finding is just insane. Does this go any farther this way? It does not look like it. Let's kind of make our way down here though and see. Oh my goodness, there is a skeleton. I also found a diamond though, so I have to actually fight him. That's unfortunate. I didn't really want to. Please just stop. Let me kill the skeleton, and then let me eat some food really quickly. And then zombies, they're really easy. It's not like they have any range or anything. You can just kind of hit them from a distance, and you don't have to worry about a thing. But I do see some diamonds here, and it looks like there is absolutely nothing. There is some iron, but I don't really feel like dropping down there and getting it. Actually, never mind. I have to anyways for the diamond. I have to be careful when I'm running around though, because I could easily probably miss a diamond. There's a baby zombie here though. That I don't really like that much. There we go. Not too bad to deal with, but I think the cave goes down deeper this way, and I think diamonds have a higher chance of spawning the deeper you are. So this is the direction we're gonna go. Oh, there's an axolotl, and if I had a water bucket, I would capture you. Actually, I do have a water bucket if I just craft one up. There we go. We got a bucket. Let's fill it up with some water and grab the axolotl. Found a second diamond. Let's see how many is in this vein. It looks like it is only 1, which is really, really sad. Yeah, it looks like we only have 1. Let's break that block. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess we can just keep running around though. Okay, we have another one right here. here. Actually, this is a vein of 2, a vein of 3. Please keep going. Nope, that is unfortunately all that it has here. But I'm finding the diamonds a lot more frequently now, so maybe I'll keep finding a bunch more. Also, I kind of really like the look of these, so we're gonna kind of grab them if they're easy to grab. Like, I'm not gonna build up to go and try and grab some of them, but if they're close to the ground, I will grab a few of them. Ooh, I saw some diamonds to my left back there. I'm just making sure there's none in this cave. Right there is some. I don't know what the best way to get to them is gonna be though. Actually, slight intermission. I found one a lot easier to get to. I was swimming up this water stream to try and get closer to the other ones, and I'm not gonna lie, I just found a whole extra diamond up here. And be careful though, I do not want to be accidentally placing my torches like that. And I got rid of my water source. That is not good. I'm gonna place down my water bucket. I just need to do this very carefully because I don't want to get rid of it again. I don't even know how that happened, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna pick up the water, mine this block. I'm assuming it's only gonna be one, which is kind of unfortunate, but what do you do? And we're gonna just hop in the water and kind of scale this cliffside because I know there were more diamonds somewhere over here. Now, granted, I don't know where they are. Let me go in F5 mode. They are just right down there. And then I hope it's more than the 2. Can this water go down though so I can actually stand here easily? And then we can just quickly mine up all these. It looks like it's a 4. Actually, that might have been 5. I wasn't counting, but I do see an extra diamond down there. We're gonna hop in here. There's a bunch of iron right here. I don't know. Oh, it's because there is one of these like iron tough veins. I'll grab the extra iron raw block though because it's just a bunch of extra iron on top. It's easy to grab. There's no downside to grabbing it. Got an extra 2 diamonds right here actually, which is super nice. We're up to 15 diamonds. I don't know why, but there are 4 creepers all just right here. Please leave me alone. I'm trying to look around. We do have some more diamonds up there. I need to sneak by all these guys though. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's 1 gone. And then where were those diamonds? I know I saw them. They're just right up there. I thought they were a little bit farther this way though. I'm actually getting insanely lucky with the amount of diamonds that I'm finding. I'm just like turning a corner and there's another diamond there. There's a diamond. No, I got rid of my water. I don't even know how that happens. Looks like I got to manually build up here to these ones, I guess. It's not great, but it's what has to happen. We're gonna do a quick run around to see if I can see any more diamonds. And if I can't, I think we're just gonna leave here. I am being shot by some more skeletons. I might have a little bit of safety. Never mind. There's just nothing here. Let's grab our shield out and be ready for these skeletons though. If they're coming this direction. I don't know what their plan is. I completely just missed that skeleton. That was honestly kind of embarrassing. You know, I'm kind of wanting to get out of here. I also do need water, so we're gonna follow this up and just kind of grab the water bucket if I can ever find where it is. I don't know exactly where it is. I just know, ow, thank you, Mistress. Why are you shooting me? Where are you shooting me from is the better question. I think we're going to, do I want to explore that? Not really, honestly. I'm just gonna grab this water bucket and then climb my way out of here. Get myself a little platform right here, and let's just dig our way all the way out. I don't know if our 1 pickaxe is actually gonna be able to do it, so we might have to craft a second one. And my pickaxe just broke, but I do hear water, or the rain, so I know I'm close to the surface. We are just gonna make a diamond pickaxe though, because we have so many. We might as well. It's not like we're really struggling, and it's just gonna speed it up a little bit more. Having a diamond pickaxe in general is just super nice. Also kind of low-key want to grab all of this cobblestone, so we're gonna throw out the tough in my inventory just so we have it. And looks like I made myself out right back here in with this little like structure we were searching through before. So then that means I think where I decided my home was gonna be, it should be right over there. Also, there's a bunch of pots here I missed, and I wish I could grab it, but I can't because my inventory is kind of full. Can't even grab any of that stuff. We're just gonna head back. We might come back here later though. And there we go. We made it back home safely. I need to quickly sleep because I am seeing a bunch of mobs spawning. There were some spiders right in front of my base here, so let's just quickly go to bed. Also, this is really cool. After the rain, there is a rainbow over the world, which is sick, but my inventory is stupidly full. We're gonna quickly move my bed, and then let's craft up a second chest. Made 1 too many logs into planks though. Gonna throw that down, connect that in, and then a bunch of stuff is just gonna get thrown into here. Basically everything. My inventory is completely, or this chest is already completely full, and that's gonna be kind of a pain when I have to move stuff around. But one thing I want to do is I want to get these furnaces going. I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of coal in here, so let's go 26 in there, 25 in there, and let's get this iron cooking. Actually, I think we're gonna get a 3rd furnace going, maybe even 4. We're gonna halve the coal and the iron, get that going in there just to get that done quickly. And then I guess that probably means we should do some terraforming around here so we can build our base. Another thing we're gonna need is a shovel. I'm gonna want to do quite a bit of terraforming, so let's just quickly grab ourselves a diamond shovel and we can start chopping down this hill. I'm gonna also have to cut down a bunch of trees, but I'm trying to put that off as long as possible because I don't really want to do that. Doesn't exactly sound like a fun job. It's just something that I'm kind of figuring I'm gonna have to do at some point. So I don't know why I made an iron axe because it kind of feels like a waste of iron when it's just gonna instantly break when I'm chopping down all of these trees. I don't know. Hey, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's chop this down as well. well. This mushroom is also probably gonna have to go. Actually got quite a few mushrooms from that tree, which I'm not gonna complain about at all. This little hole right here, we are going to completely fill that in. Also, another thing, I'm gonna want a bunch of spruce, so let's quickly go over there. I'm gonna need some stone axes though. I have 18 sticks. Let me grab all my cobblestone. We're gonna make just like 4 or actually 5 axes because it's gonna be nice to have. Grab all of those. I don't need any of this extra stuff on me. We're just gonna run over there and start chopping down some of the big trees. And then just like normal, chop that down. We're gonna set that axe to the side because it's already almost broken. We are gonna use a different one for another tree, and then we're gonna combine the 2 durabilities. We already got a stack in 40 just off that one giant tree, which is like the best thing ever. Chop down that tree, and then we can combine those 2. They're not gonna make a full axe, but once I get a 3rd one, it should be enough for an extra tree. Also, I didn't see these before. I do want sweet berries though. These are such a beautiful decoration block. For food though, not so great. I do see there are a bunch of stuff landing on these other trees around, so I have to be careful of that. We're gonna use this axe, chop down that tree, and then we're gonna use, honestly, the same axe to chop down this one, and we can combine these 2 again. I gotta make sure I grab everything here, don't leave any of it on the ground, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing again. That one didn't really break it all that much though. I want to get a big one with this axe, chop that one down. Let's combine these 2, basically another for full durability, and then we're gonna do the same thing, chop down that tree, and then we're gonna combine these last 2, 1 full axe to do 1 more big tree. Let's get to chopping. These 2 are really close to each other, so I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm just missing out on a few things, but that's fine, honestly. Actually, this one's really small. Let's try it. We almost got it all. There's just 5 blocks left. Let's see if I can finish it with the iron axe, which we can. It's basically broken though. I wish I could see how much durability it has, but I can't. We have so much spruce wood now. Let's just quickly head back. Actually, I see a few more things up here I kind of want to grab. And now let's head back with all of our goodies and let's start building. I should also probably get a garden started, so I have another source of food, but that's not a problem for me right now. I won't worry on that a little bit later. I guess let's just get started on this. Let's fill this in a little bit so it's not so weird looking. And then we're just gonna start coming along with these logs. And I think, do I want to do an elevator platform? I'm not sure. Honestly, I think I'm going to. Let's just go up to about right there, and then we're gonna kind of just bring these along just like so, going around, just so we have a nice big platform. Also, this is looking a little bit weird. I want to chop this back. I want it to be a little bit more rounded. I just realized I do know how to have an axe, so you know what that calls for? We're gonna make ourselves a nice diamond one. We already got ourselves basically full diamond tools. We're gonna chop these back down though because I placed these in wrong. We're gonna go like this, and then if we take a step back in free cam, I'm thinking roughly about that size. We're gonna fill that in, and I think that'll be good for like a starter house. We might do a little bit more right there, but for now, all we're gonna worry about is just getting this filled in. And to fill it in, I'm gonna do some slabs, but a lot of this stuff is gonna have to move, unfortunately. We're just gonna keep the exact same style going around. We're gonna bring those logs up, and then all of this is going to get filled in with the spruce slabs. I also feel like another log should go up right there just to kind of be another support. And then the last little bit right here has got to be filled in. And there we go. I finished out the stack, but I am actually kind of really liking this. We might have to do a little bit of terraforming, break out some of the slabs, make the grass pad a little bit bigger, but I do really like this. We did run out of slabs though, so let's craft up a few more of those. It's gonna be a pain, but I will have to move this, and I don't want to, so that's gonna be probably the last thing I'm gonna end up actually doing. I'm gonna need another log, I think, right here, and then another one right there, kind of just connecting those in so these kind of work, just like that. And now I gotta fill in this last little bit here. Actually, I'm pretty sure how I'm gonna end up doing this is pulling this back a little bit and doing a little bit more grass. I just have no grass right now, so I guess that means let's go actually collect some. I see some pigs here. This is too close to the base though. I don't want to kill them because I probably am gonna want to capture them and put them in some sort of barn. I'm just gonna hop in right here and get to digging. It's just gonna be underground, so I don't have to worry about making the area look ugly. I'm thinking about 4 stacks is how many we're gonna go for. Not too many, but it should be enough. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of dirt. I'm gonna call that good for now. Let's head back and get that like kind of terraformed up to how I want it. And oh my goodness, this is, I don't know what the odds of this is, but this is, I'm pretty sure, pretty rare. We got a chicken jockey, and oh my gosh, he hit me. I did not want that. I want to hit him. Please go away. Okay, there we go. And I did not know that, but you actually get a music disc for killing that. Okay, that's kind of cool. That was my first time ever getting that. Oh, maybe it was because he was on fire when I killed him. I don't know. Yeah, let's take a quick step back. I want that to be a slight bit bigger, so let's do a little bit of terraforming. Take out some of these slabs. There we go. Just like that. I might do a little bit more right there, but for now, this is all I'm gonna want. We just gotta fill this back in with the dirt now. Also, I kind of want to put a house up here, so I can tell that this is going to be a little bit too big. And my inventory is insanely full. I kind of want to fix that problem, so we're gonna throw out some of those. We are going to make a second set of chests. I don't know how many. I need a little bit more. I need 2 more logs, just like that, and then we have 2 more chests. Now, I'm not gonna lie, only planned on making 1, but I guess let's not worry about that. We're gonna just throw these down right here for now. Let's throw a majority of this into here. Also, you know what I just realized? We got a baked potato from that zombie chicken, or I don't know what it's called. The jockey chicken, or jockey zombie. I don't know what they're called. And so I think it's pretty rare to already get the lava chicken. You get that. Plus, I got a baked potato from him, which is kind of insane. But let's just get to work on building up this house. So I need to figure out where I want this put here. It's not gonna be a very big house. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. I do not want it to be very big at all. It's just something that will do the trick for now. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So either there, or I want it to go to here, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Honestly, I kind of like the look of the longer one, so we're gonna go right there. We might throw one in the center though, just to kind of even that out a little bit. And I don't need these torches in my offhand for now, so we're just gonna go up with these. I think we're gonna go about 4 tall, and I want them to be stripped just so they kind of match the walkways. And this is what we have so far. I am honestly liking it. It's something small, but it does the trick. And now what I'm going to do now is start working on the roof. And for that, I did have an idea. I kind of wanted to do like a spruce or dark oak and then deep slate on the inside. I think we're gonna go with the spruce, so let's just quickly craft up a bunch of slabs. I think I'm gonna do slabs. I'm not 100% sure. Let's make a crafting table just in case, and let's make a few extra slabs, and then we can place our water bucket, get up here really quickly, and start outlining this with the slabs. It's gonna be really simple. I did not mean to place that right there. We are just going to go up until you get to the center, and then that's gonna be the peak, and then the exact same thing for this side, just like that. And now I want to rock this all the way down and connect it in, and then the exact same thing as that side. You basically just make a staircase until you get to the center, and then you hop down here and do the exact same thing so it connects, and then I just have to connect this, and then I need to do the inside of this. I think to fill in the rest of this roof, I want to do deep slate, so I'm gonna have to make a staircase down to deep slate. I would go back over to the mine, but I would just kind of rather walk into the trees a little bit and just make a staircase straight down. I think it's gonna be a little bit easier. We're just gonna make it right next to this tree, going down. We have our diamond tools, so it shouldn't take us too long. Also want to throw in our torch so I can actually see something down here. Also, a really good bonus to going down like this is I'm gonna find some other veins of stuff as well. So I just found a huge andesite vein, and then hopefully we can find some diorite or anything else like that. Yeah, like I was saying, we found diorite. Now the only other main block we're missing on our way down would be granite, but that's the block I use probably the least because I just don't know how to use it. I mean, I could use it for like chimneys, but I hardly do those in my builds. I also found some flint, which is kind of useful. Gravel is a very, very useful block. Also, I'm pretty sure this is like insanely rare. I don't know what's happening in this world, but I'm getting so many rare things. I just accidentally mined into a geoid. I cannot say that this ever happens to me normally when I'm doing this, so I guess that is pretty cool. And here we go. We're getting down to the deep slate. This is exactly what we want. I want to get down far enough though, so I don't have to worry about mining any stone. I can just straight mine the deep slate. Also, it kind of looks like we're getting to a cave with all this clay here. I think there might be a lush cave here. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can just fully avoid it, and I can just mine up my deep slate in peace. Yeah, it looks like I was right. There is a cave right here, which is fine though, because honestly I could probably just throw down a water bucket and then come down here somewhere and just start mining into the wall, which is something I think I'm just gonna do right here. I'll make a little bit of a hole into the wall, and I should honestly have a door. Let me craft one if I have wood. Craft a little door, and there we go. Completely safe on the inside. You don't clutter your inventory, guys, just from coming down underground. We're gonna throw out some of the stuff that I do need, just like that. Tell us what I do want to keep because that's kind of rare and it looks really, really good. Now we're gonna get back to work mining up the deep slate. I don't know how much I'm gonna want. I think like a few stacks. I'm probably gonna use it for a bunch of roofs. I always do. Deep slate is my favorite block for roofs. So yeah, we're probably gonna grab like 3 or 4 stacks. quite at the amount of deep slate I want yet, but I actually did run into a cave and there are some diamonds up there. So we're gonna go quickly grab those. I'm gonna have to jump across. So if I could get another water bucket, that would be pretty nice as well. We're just gonna use cobblestone, make our way up to this diamond and see what we can all get. At least a 3 vein. Actually, there are 5. That's actually really, really good. I'm glad I found that. And I gotta make my way back up over there so we can continue mining out some more deep slit. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to see this, so we're gonna kind of just block all of this in with the cobblestone, and then we are just gonna go this way and continue mining. We only need like an extra stack, so it shouldn't take too long. And there we go. We have a nice area cut out here, and we have 5 stacks of deep slate, so we're gonna head back up. This should be plenty for a very, very long time. And also, these poor tropical fish are kind of dying out here, which I'm kind of hungry, so this works. I did not know they gave such bad hunger, but that's fine. I think they're spawning in this water stream and going down. Now I have a very, very long hike all the way back up to the top of this tunnel. But this tunnel is actually very useful because I have like calcite, I have some smooth basalt there, I have andesite, diorite, gravel if I need. The only thing I'm missing is granite, but it's connected to a cave, so I'm sure I can find it there. And then we are going to need something. We are going to throw, not that, I meant to throw some cobblestone in there so we can get a stone cutter. Also, I don't really need this iron or these diamonds. They're just gonna get thrown in here as well with all of this other stuff that I just don't need. I got 4 more food. And that is one thing. I'm kind of low-key running out of food here shortly. I'm gonna eat this baked potato because I have the perfect amount of hunger loss to eat that. Also, I should probably refill my water bucket because I placed the other one down there. And we should have the 3 pieces. We need 1 iron. And then if we come over here, we can just throw that in with the 3 stone. We now have a stone cutter and we can finish out this house. We're gonna take probably honestly like 16 and just make some deep slate brick slabs. And then let's place a water bucket. We can swim our way up and it's perfect. I was wrong. We do not have enough. We're missing a few more. So let's go quickly stone cut those. If I could reach it from here, that would be awesome, but I can't. Let's just make an extra 16. We have an extra 32 slabs. And then it's literally just as simple as filling this in. And then I gotta decide what I want to do for the sidewalls. And there we go. We got the roof on. It's not much. It's a small little thing, but it's what I'm gonna live in for now because I just wanted something super, super quick. But I do need some sort of walls. And for the walls, I think I want to do like oak or birch. And I don't know if I have any of that in here. I do have a little bit of oak. What about in this chest? I have a little bit more. Might as well grab all of this up. I think we're gonna use some of it. Do I have any saplings actually for these trees? I do have some. I do have of both actually. Let's get some of these planted down. Just make a quick row of oak saplings, and then we're gonna make an even quicker row of birch because we do not like birch. Throw the saplings in there. Don't really need them, and then we can just start filling in these walls. It's just gonna be exactly like this. I did not mean to do that. Let's grab a few more planks. Fill that in, and then we're gonna do a window right there, and then the same thing. That's probably what we're gonna do on all of these sides. And then same thing for this back wall. I'm gonna have to fill it in a little bit more, obviously, with how it all is, but we're just gonna do a window like that. And then this front side is where we're gonna do our door, which I'm already out of oak planks, so let's get a few more of those. And then for the door, something I always do is craft up a few stairs, throw in a stair like that just for a little bit more depth to the build. And then with these spruce doors, we can throw that down, except for I kind of want to change out that block for something else. Probably gonna do just an easy spruce floor for the inside, which we might as well do that right away. Let's get this all chopped out and replaced in with the spruce. And we're gonna have to go get some glass or some sand for some windows so we can get that fixed. But let's get some light in here, and then let's just move some chests in and stuff. I don't believe these have that much, so let's just quickly start by mining these 2 and moving these in. We're gonna do the chests along the walls here. I mean, I need to go get the glass. I need to get that done, otherwise I'm gonna hate how this looks. See some sand over there? I think that's just about as far as I'm gonna go. I should have made a boat though. It would have made this so much quicker. But we're just gonna start cutting all of this out. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna want, honestly. I'm quite a bit. I'm gonna need a lot of windows. I have a lot of builds in mind for the little area we have there. So we're probably just gonna collect as close to a stack as we can. If the sand vein runs out before we get a stack, that's okay. And actually, this turned out pretty well. We got 2 stacks and 13, and I have this entire thing mined out. We don't want to break off this because then it's just gonna start flooding water in. And there is a little bit more here I could have gotten, I guess. I might as well grab it while I'm here. Super, super easy to just quickly grab all of this. And we actually got like 15 pieces from that or something. Let's just get a stack of that cooking up. The others, actually, everything that I have should go in here. I'm not gonna start putting stuff in those chests out there. I'm not gonna organize it yet though, because I want to make an actual storage room, and I will organize it then. No, there are a few more things I would like to do. I want to get everything fully moved inside, so I'm gonna have to get some chests. I'm gonna have to throw this down so I can actually pick this up, and then we can get that thrown down. Throw everything else in here. And we only have one more chest left to go, but I also would like for the windows to kind of get done cooking. We have 16. Honestly, this might be enough for this house. Not 100% sure. We're just gonna walk around. It definitely is. It's a really small house. We only ended up using a small portion of them. And there we go. We are going to just bring the rest of everything in. Just grab it all, and then we walk it in, throw it in one of these two chests. I do want my shield, though. I do not want to put that down. I'd also kind of like my water bucket. I did not mean to take that out of my inventory. And then we just have one last load of things to bring inside. I also probably want to bring my bed in, just in case. And then we're just going to set up another row of chests right here. So then we have our bed. We have everything else we need. It just works perfectly. I do kind of honestly want to move all of this in, though. The furnaces, the crafting table, and the stone cutter. I'm going to throw down the stone cutter right there. And then for the furnaces, I think I'm just going to do a line of them in the floor like so. And then right here, we're going to throw down the crafting table. And then everything else in my inventory, I can just throw in here. I do have a little bit of stone. I do want these slabs, though, to go repair this hole that's in the ground. And there we go. This little area is now done. There's a lot of other work that I'm still wanting to do, which I'm going to have to do, but I just want to finish a few things in here, such as getting all three of these furnaces going. I would like to get this food cooking, and I don't know if there's anything else. I do want to get some extra sand cooking up. I don't know if there's anything else. There is some more iron. I should probably get that cooked up. I guess there's no reason not to. And I also would like to get some more charcoal. I guess I said more charcoal, but I need to just get charcoal in general. I think right here, I kind of want to do a staircase that like leads down and then goes out into a dock right here. So I'm going to need to go get some spruce. Or do I want to no, I'll use spruce. I was thinking maybe do I want to use dark oak, but we're going to stick with the spruce look. We're going to need just quite a bit of these. I'm sure we're going to use them for a lot of other builds. Might as well just do it. And then we're going to come down here. I want the staircase. I might have to do a bit of terraforming around, but that's okay. I like myself to do some terraforming. We're going to throw up these, and then I want to do logs here for a fence. But a lot of this right here, I think I'm going to kind of chop out. I don't really like how this looks. I want it to be more round and kind of smaller. Honestly, we're going to need quite a few fences. Let's quickly come in here, grab a bunch of spruce, grab the sticks. I think I have a bunch more sticks in here. And then we can just craft these up. There we go. We got quite a bit of these fences. That's all we should need. Now, I kind of just want to run these around. So there's a little fenced in area. This log, do I want to... No, I think I'll just do it like that. But that's going to have to be pulled over. And now I got to somehow get back up here. This one's going to have to get removed. And then I'm going to also bring it in like that, maybe, I guess. I need to go in free cam and look how that ended up looking out, because I don't know what I think of it. This one's just going to get moved in one block to right here. Going to take these logs, stack them up like so, and then bring the fences along. Same thing right here, because that's just not going to work. And then we're going to go around the edge. We're going to call it right there for now. And then if we go out in free cam, that's what we have so far. And I do like it. I just need to do a slight bit of terraforming down here. And then I want to make the dock go from right here. Then I kind of want to work on the dock. So let's grab any slabs we have. We're going to need some logs. And I think that's actually all the slabs. Okay, there's two more in here. I'll grab an extra stack of logs just to be safe. And then we're going to come down here, probably throw up something like that, and just kind of go along with slabs like so. This is going to be quite a big dock because I kind of want it to connect in over there. We're going to go out quite a bit until we're in line with that island, and then we might go a little bit farther as well. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll figure that part out. So I don't know where my food went. I don't have any in my inventory, so let's go see if I put it down in a chest on accident, which there is some in here. We're going to grab the bread as well. Might as well start out with eating the bread. It's going to be a little bit easier, and I think it'll be better for now. And then I don't know if I want to do this or if I want to just have the really wide and have fences. I'm not sure yet. I think we're going to stick with that. I like the design with like the log going a little bit higher. It just kind of seems like the dock is a bit more supported then. And I want to connect it in like roughly right about here, just on this edge of the island. Like there we go. That is the rough outline for the dock. At least for now, we might make a few adjustments to it, but I do want to go along with some logs and just kind of connect this in. I think we're going to chop this out really quickly, replace that in with dirt, and then we can move this log a little bit farther forward. Or actually, maybe it doesn't even need to be connected farther forward, but I do know I'm going to want to do probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking 5 block gaps between each of these. And then I want one in the corner here just to kind of connect it all in. We're going to do another one right here, but this one's a long ways down. Also, we're basically out of torches, so we're going to just take like 4 of these. I want 4. And then we are going to craft up a few more torches, which I did this wrong. I need some more sticks. There we go. We're up to 16. We have plus the one we already had. And I'm going to need a bit more charcoal. We're going to throw a stack in there, take out the glass, and let that start cooking. We're going to have to come in here and check on that in a second so we can, get that going again, because it does not have that much fuel in it. And I think we're going to do logs right here. Probably break this one down. Maybe I'll connect it in. I don't know. I guess let's leave it for now and let's just keep going. Let's see if I can do... This is an uneven number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need it to be one different. I don't know how to do this. I think we're just going to kind of... Let's move this down 1. So 1, 2, 3. And then this one can be moved in like that and right here. And obviously this one's going to have to come out. So let's just break that. And then if I move these over 1, I can do one more in between, and I think it'll look nice. I just need to figure out where the in between is. I think it's this block, and then we just run those up and run those up again. And then I'm kind of running low on logs, but we're gonna need another really tall one right here. And there we go. We have docks connecting in, so now I can actually go and build on that side, and we have a lot more room to build over here. I'm obviously gonna need some fences or something. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do there. I'll figure that out. One small thing you can do with these, I don't know if anyone's done these before, just something I like to do is just break out these bottom blocks, because then you can replace them with that, and just, I guess you can't really tell. I can't notice the difference between the spruce. You can kind of like strip them, and then they just look a little bit darker in the water, like they're water damage. It's not really working with my shader pack anyways, so we're just gonna replace them with the good old spruce. And honestly, I kind of want to do an extension to the dock out this way just a little bit, so it's not so like L-shaped. I'm gonna need more slabs though. I did kind of run out. There we go. We're gonna go about that far out, and then I need to get these logs to come up. I think it should be this block right here, which I was right, and then I just need one also directly on the other side. There we go. Now that looks a little bit better. It has just a little bit more shape to it. And honestly, for now, I'm gonna call that good. I would like to work on some other projects. So my next project I had in mind is I need to do some work here. So all these trees have to come down. I'm gonna move them. I should also probably, change out this diamond axe so I don't use all of its durability. We are obviously going to craft up some stone ones. They're so much cheaper and so much better. 2 should be plenty for now. Also, I want to make sure I get the charcoal moved over so that I can continue to cook. And then we're just going to chop down the oak trees. It actually only took 1 for that. That was really, really surprising. And now there are a lot of trees here that I also want to cut down. So let's just take these new stone axes and get to chopping. Same thing here. We're going to use our diamond axe for these brown mushroom because it just breaks it way quicker. Also, there is a skeleton walking out of the forest right now. We're just gonna crit him out. There we go. Super, super easy with the diamond axe. And then we're gonna combine the 2 stone axes and get back to work just chopping these down. I'm honestly gonna need quite a bit of room here, so we are gonna chop down a lot of this. There we go. That's a lot more cleaned up. I'm gonna do a lot of terraforming now. I want to do a retaining wall to kind of hold this up because I want this to be higher than this build. So we're just gonna quickly run in here and throw some seeds down. I guess not just seeds. We're gonna throw a lot of stuff down, a lot of stuff that we do not need. And I would also kind of like to get another stack of charcoal going. So let's go just quickly grab one from the spruce because spruce is so much easier to get. Also, before I get back to that, I do kind of want to get a wood farm started, but I'm gonna have to clean up a lot of space over there. So you know what that calls for. We are gonna quickly empty out our inventory of everything that we have. We're gonna need the stone though. We're gonna need ourselves a crafting table, and then we're gonna grab all of these sticks, and then we're gonna go hop over there and start cleaning that up. Also, with us being on a river, there is something that I need to invest in that's going to be so useful. We are going to make like 2 boats or something like that, because with how much I'm going across all this water, I feel like it would be super nice. And then we're just going to kind of run into the forest a little bit and then start chopping down a bunch of these trees. I got 1 more out of there, and then we just use the diamond axe for the last few pieces. And then we're going to throw down the crafting table, craft up like 6 axes, I think, and then just go to work and get all of this chopped out. And there we go. We got quite a big area cleaned up. Now I gotta kind of, you know, run around and grab everything up because all this dark oak wood will be a big help in the future. And there's also a few times I accidentally broke the tree with the axe not having enough durability, so it's still kind of partly there, as you can see. So I'm gonna have to fix that, but that should be really easy. I just want to first run around, pick everything up because there's so much of it just lying around here. There we go. We got absolutely everything picked up. Now I just have to finish chopping down the rest of these trees, but I do have the diamond axe, so this will not take long at all. And I think it's only 2 trees. And then I want to do some slight terraforming with the dirt as well. I want to flatten this out and make a really long straight line for oak trees and birch trees. There we go. We got a really long line now for birch and oak saplings, which is going to be perfect. That's exactly what we need. And then the rest of the space can be used for dark oak and the spruce. I do want to patch in this hole though, so it's nothing to worry about. And then we just have to kind of go get our saplings and can actually come over here and plant them. I guess the oak I do have on me, or I do have some oak on me. We're just going to start a really long line. This tree right there, that was going to be kind of annoying. So let's just go a few blocks forward and start planting these in. We honestly did not have that many. I have some more in the chest. I'll have to go back there anyways to grab the birch and the saplings. So let's quickly go grab those and come back here and plant them. I somehow only have 4 birch saplings and I see a tree right here. So I'm just going to kind of run in here, quickly break that, hopefully get lucky. Okay, we got 2 more saplings. And then we're going to do the same thing right here. Hopefully it only cuts down that tree and not the dark oak ones that it's connected to. And of course it's connected to them, so the leaves don't want to decay. That is lovely. I don't know if I want to break it or if I just want to leave it. I think we're just going to leave it. We have 6 saplings. It'll expand from there, hopefully. Also, really like how I made that boat, and I just completely forget to use it to come back. I have to swim back across now because my boat's over here. And then we're also going to start the birch sapling row, just like so. I do not want it to start right there. Right there, though, is fine. Just 1 extra block, just to stay away from all these. And then I do actually have a bunch of extra oak saplings. I'm not going to be able to plant all of them, but I'll be able to plant quite a few. And then I can also run around and just plant a bunch of these spruce saplings in, because this is my favorite wood type. This is what I'm going to probably be using the most of. So let's just run around. Oh, I can't place it there because it's going to connect to that tree, which is really annoying. If I just do this correctly, I should be able to get it. I just need to stay as far away from the edges as possible. There we go. We have a bunch of saplings planted down. I only have 2 left, and I hope none of them should grow into any of the dark oak trees. But that is everything absolutely planted. Now we're going to actually take our boat back this time and head over there and do some more work with all the extra resources I've gotten. So let's quickly just grab all of the dirt that we have. We're going to need quite a bit of this. We honestly should probably use some stone for the walls, but for now we're just going to start with the dirt, and then we can come out here and I guess just start building all of this up. I'm not exactly sure how I want it to look yet. I guess I'm not going to be able to figure it out unless I just start working on it. So I know that this is a little bit too close to how I want it, so let's kind of cut this back a little bit farther. And then if we take a step back in free cam, that is a lot better. I just don't know how I want to build it up yet. Let's just start going up. I think I want it. I do not want to be jumping on the block. I want it like at least 1 block taller than that one. Honestly, maybe 2. Let's just start bringing this over and let's see how tall this is. We're just going to bring it along just the top block for now, just to see the height of it. And if we take a step back in free cam, I do like that, but I do want to push it back a little bit farther. So that means all of this is going to have to come out. Honestly, I might just cut out this entire hill because I'm going to want to custom make it all, and it's just gonna be easier if it's not here. Or at least I'll push it back quite a bit and then we'll figure out from there. Just like that. There we go. It's pushed back a lot more now. And then if I start it right there, kind of round it out and bring it around, I think I will actually like that quite a bit. Also, I'm getting so much leaf litter. I'm just gonna throw it all out. I don't want any of it. And then let's just start with this little hill here. I don't know how tall we're gonna make it. Probably around that tall. And then we're just gonna go a few blocks, go another few, and then just slowly start rounding it out and then bring it back in this way. And then if we go in free cam, I actually do really like that. So let's fill the rest of that in. Actually, these walls we might not fill in because I'm probably gonna do it with stone later. I just don't have any stone right now. This side over here though, I'm going to have to kind of just bring this ever so slightly back and connect it in. I want it to be like a big circle kind of. Except for it's just gonna be a little bit weird shaped because I don't know how to make a circle. And then if we look at this, I actually do like this. Once it's built up, I think it'll be really nice. So I just have to get this filled in with dirt now. I'm not gonna fill in the entire thing because that would take so much dirt. We're just gonna throw some torches down there. I actually don't even know if I'm gonna have enough dirt to fill all of this in. We're gonna try. It's not that big, but it is also kind of big. I just also really do not have that much dirt. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess we're gonna see. Let's just get this all quickly filled in. There we go. We got the entire top part completely filled, and now we're just gonna have to do the walls down here and then fill everything else in. I want to go collect some stone. I need to remember, where did I put that staircase? It's right here. I need to go down here. I need my torches in my half hand so I can actually see something. And we're just gonna run down here and collect up quite a bit of stone as well. Just like right here, we're gonna dig into the wall. I don't know how many stacks am wanting. To be honest, cobblestone is probably one of the best blocks you can get for building, or at least close to one of the best. It's just so like universal. So many builds has it. There's so many different ways you can use it. Terraforming, the walls for builds. You can even use it for roofs. You could even probably use it for pillars too, but I've never done that. Also, I will forever die on this hill that these leaf litters are one of the most annoying things that they've ever added. If you're ever trying to build in a forest or like any type of forest with them, they are so annoying. Granted, now I'm really glad they added them because they add a lot to the biomes. They just make them look way better. They're just kind of really annoying to deal with. I wish they made it so if you like broke a block, you have to like I don't know. I guess they're not that bad. Overall, I'm really glad they did add it. They're just kind of slightly annoying, but not quite as bad as the cherry blossoms. Those ones you can't even build over, so that one I hate. Also, there is some coal here. Do not mind if I do. I could definitely use the extra smelting materials and torches. Also, look at that. It led me to some iron. That's actually a pretty big coal vein. We got 20 pieces, which is super nice. The iron vein, though, unfortunately was kind of small. It was only 2, but that's okay. That's not why we came down here. We came down here for cobblestone and not any ores, which I'm thinking we're kind of getting close to enough cobblestone for now, at least. So we're just gonna probably collect up a little bit more and then head back up. And I kind of want to get the iron in here. Also, I do need some food, so let's quickly grab that. We have a whole bunch of extra charcoal, which we might actually just use for some torches or just throw it in there. And then I kind of want to throw a few stacks of stuff or some cobblestone in here for some stone. We're gonna throw 2 in there, let that cook, and then while we wait for that, actually, we're gonna go expand onto the dock. I'm gonna need some spruce. I would also like some spruce slabs if I could find some. Just right here, I think we are going to expand it out, but it's gonna be a little bit different. See how these are all 2? Since how I did this is going to have to be a 3. I'm not gonna lie, this will look a little bit different, but it might look good. It's not gonna be a very big one. It's just gonna go out a little bit just to give the dock a little bit more shape. And then, of course, gotta bring the pillars up on the side. Same thing over here. Just like that. It's a little bit bigger. Oh, maybe it should have been moved over a little bit more. Honestly, I don't hate it. Maybe 1 block shaved off the end, though, and it'd look a little bit better. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's chop this down. It's gonna be kind of annoying, though. And then we're gonna chop off 1 block just like that, and then build it up on the sides just like this. I think it'll look a little bit better with it being a little bit shorter, but I don't know. I need to see it when it's actually done. Just like that. There we go. I actually do think I like it a little bit more. Maybe something else right here or another dock coming up right here. But for now, I'm gonna call this one in particular done. Let's go see how much of our stone is done so we can get that done. I just said done so many times right there. I apologize. I will try not to say that as much. Let's quickly check. We have 16 and 16. Ooh, actually, we don't need a stone cutter. We're just gonna go place these blocks in normally. All of this is gonna have to get broken out though and replaced in with the stone blocks. Did not have that much. We got a little section of it filled in. I don't know what we're gonna do up there. I might need to bring some grass up there. So I think the easiest way to do that is just going to be to make a staircase coming from it down here like that. I'm gonna do another very similar thing right here. Connect that down. And I just want to do a bunch of these so it has higher odds of coming up here and it gets done quicker. I might do 1 more right here just on this side. I'm trying to find myself something else to do while I wait for the stone to cook up for that. And honestly, I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of shape this up a little bit so I can bring a path along here. I think we're going to bring it up a little bit just in this little section, and then it's gonna go up and then maybe come back down on this side or something like that. I don't know. I'm not the best at making paths, and I honestly kind of want to go back up and around this tree, so I'm gonna have to chop some of this out, which is completely okay. And then this birch tree might have to go though. Also, this tree might come out. That's a problem for a later me. Also, this is a slight problem. We are having some mobs spawn under our little new terraforming, so I guess that probably means I should run around and spam place some torches. I'm gonna definitely have to craft some more, but that's why we have so much charcoal that we just made a little bit ago. I guess something we could do is hop to this side and possibly make some farms, because I don't actually have any, and I'm gonna kind of run out of food here shortly if I don't do something about that. Obviously, gonna have to do some slight terraforming and cleaning up, so let's just chop down these trees, get those out of here, and then it looks like a bunch of the trees are actually growing down there. I see some birch in there as well, which is perfect. if I ever need the wood. And then I do kind of want to chop down some of these trees. So let's take that one down, and then I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleanup with the different types of leaves here because they don't want to come down with the other trees. Also, I'm gonna have to do a lot of filling in here. Hopefully I have enough dirt after my last project, which we do. We still have actually quite a bit of dirt, and I just realized there's some sugarcane here. Might as well plant that and get a little farm started here. And then how do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna chop down these trees as well, just because they're kind of in my way. Also, probably shouldn't just leave this stuff on the floor because it can be pretty valuable. Same with the water. As much as I do not want to go in the water to grab it, I kind of have to. Oh my goodness, there is a creeper right there. I'm so glad I have my shield. I was like, I'm hearing footsteps, and then out of nowhere, a creeper just decides to start exploding. Okay, I don't want to cut down that tree, but I need these leaves gone, so I'm gonna go craft up an iron hoe really quickly to make that a little bit quicker. And I want to do a little bit more terraforming right through here. I need to fill that in, unfortunately. And then this entire area, probably up to about this point right here, is all gonna be field, or at least pretty dang close, because I'm gonna have the dock come up, and then it's gonna be a trail that kind of goes farther that way, and then I want a field right here. So I guess let's just start watering stuff. Let's throw in a water bucket right there, and I can just grab another one really easily. And then it's just gonna be something like this, but there's so many of these, like, I don't know what they're called, but these leaf litters. Here's reason 14 why I don't like them. Whenever I need to do anything like this, it's just so annoying to go around and clean them up. I forgot I have to actually water everything instead of just hoeing it all. That should be good. I don't really feel like counting it. I'm low-key kind of lazy and just don't want to do all that, so we're just gonna go one. Actually, I say that and then I just start counting. So then it should be straight out like so to those connect, and then I should be able to put another one like right there. All of that should be good. All of that. Ooh, I'm missing a little bit right here, but it's just fine. I can just throw another water bucket right there, and then all of this is gettable. I don't know why sometimes. Oh, it's probably because there might have been a leaf litter on it. I just didn't see it. But sometimes my torch decides it wants to place first before it actually hoes. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna need an extra water bucket though, right here, and then fill all of this in. And there's a skeleton just chilling in the tree. Oh, he just fell. That was kind of funny, but I'm gonna have to try to deal with him now because he's gonna be in my way. Just one more hit. There we go. Actually, I do want those bones. I do not want these leaf litters though. Get out of my inventory. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough durability on the one hoe. Actually, I do. I only have a few places left here to actually get, and there we go. We might do a little piece down here as well, just because. Actually, wait, I don't even need to put one there. I did this before. I made this mistake. Everything will go in 4 blocks, so this should all get watered. We're gonna just do all this, make sure everything's gonna get watered, and then we're gonna hoe it all. You know what, just to be safe, I'm gonna add a little water bucket in there. Now I do want some leaves so I can't accidentally fall in when I'm trying to harvest this, but I need a shears for that. Also, I just got 2 seeds. Let's plant those in, and let's go see what else we can plant in our house. I see some beetroots, but they're not seeds, so I can't plant those. We do have some normal seeds. We do have a carrot. Do we have a potato? I do not see any in here, or any other types of seeds, and over here is the same. I'm gonna have to go on a little exploration mission for some more seeds, or use some bone meal and use that as a good method. Yeah, we're gonna go on a little bit of an exploration mission. I just want some seeds. I swear. Oh, if you walk over those, they make a different sound. I didn't know that. I thought something was walking behind me, and I low-key kind of got scared. I'm gonna run around though, break as much of this grass as I physically can, because I want seeds so I can get this garden going, because I do not know how much longer the food I have is gonna last me. I do have some pork, and I'm pretty sure I actually do have a bunch of apples that I could probably eat, so that's probably gonna be my food source for now. And there are actually animals here. I might grab some of them, collect those up, so we can get a better food source. I have never once wished that this would actually grow quicker, or I thought that there would be more grass in this biome, because I need a lot of seeds, and I'm just not finding any. Actually though, I think ferns, yeah, ferns do actually have a chance of dropping seeds, so this is way better. I'm breaking them so much quicker. Also, I wonder, those do drop them as well. The tall ones do. We're already up to 20 seeds. This biome is so much better than the last one was. I don't know how many I'm gonna go for. Honestly, if I can get to 25, I think that'll be good enough. We can get the farm going, and it should be big enough by the time I run out of food. I'm struggling a little bit though to get these last 2. There's 1, and come on, there's the second one. Perfect. Now we can head back. I guess as we're walking back, I'll break any grass that I can see. Just like that, we already got an extra 1 piece. There's 2 pieces. And there's a bunch of animals over here too, which is really nice. Nice. There we go. We're at 29 seeds. We made it back now, and all the stone should be cooked, so I can go grab that as soon as I get this all planted. There you go. We got a decent small section of this actually going, so let's go do that cliff. Pretty sure, yep, both of them are done. 2 stacks of 48 should be enough to finish filling the rest of this in. There we go. We got the entire thing completely filled in, and it looks like our grass is actually starting to expand up there, so I could probably remove these little staircases going up, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm way too lazy. I want to make ourselves a nice way to get up here. Obviously, the first thing that I have to do is get in my house somehow without closing the door on myself, and then we are going to, I guess, clean up our inventory and grab the blocks that I need. I'm probably going to go with spruce, you know, good old reliable, and then I want to make like probably want to make 2 paths up or 2 paths connecting in, so it's going to be something like this. I actually do not want to replace this. That's where we're going to keep like that. And then we're going to bring these slabs up like so. This is going to be kind of hard because I'm just completely winging it and I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm already out of slabs. Let me go craft some more of those and we'll get back to work. Forgot to record it, but there we go. We have something. Now I'm going to want to do some final touch-ups here. Also, I'm going to want to connect in a path from my house over here. I just need to get rid of some of these leaf litters. And then there we go. Round that out a little bit more. And then we're going to bring a little part going this way. Also, I think we're just gonna do all that because why not? And then with the logs, we are going to kind of make like a small little outline. If I outline everything just like so, I want to do 1 more pillar right here, just like that. And then if we take a step back in free cam, I actually really like that. One thing though I do have to do is bring this path connected in here, and then we can take it and walk all the way up. Now I might do another one somewhere else over here. I'm not 100% sure. I do want some trapdoors though. I think it's gonna help the entire look of that all come together. So there's 20 trapdoors, and then around the bottom of these pillars we are going to add these in. And then I also kind of want to add some to the top of these, but these are gonna all come down 1. That one is fine. That one we're gonna add 1 to. This one though, I think we're gonna make 1 taller and then add some trapdoors on top just like so. And now that looks so much better with the trapdoors. It just adds a lot to the whole place. I guess while we have everything else, we might as well finish working on this, and then we can just drag this over. I'm gonna have to replace the sand with dirt though. Lucky for me, I do have some dirt already. 1 last block, and then we can bring a path over. Kind of want to pull that out 1 more block so it can be just like that. And then we're gonna shovel that down, and then we're gonna just do 1 shovel right there because I don't know what I'm gonna do over there, but it's nighttime, so let's quickly go to sleep so we can actually see something. I guess since that means that this is built up, we have a pathway going up there, we should probably put something up there, right? Now granted, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I think I want to do some sort of house, but I don't know what kind of house. And unfortunately, as much as I would love to try a new house design, I am not that skilled, so we are going to kind of do another box style or something along those lines. We're gonna put a log down right there. We're gonna go 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, so right there. And then we're gonna go 1 2 3 4 5. So then that, I think 1 2 3 4 5, yup. And then we just have to box this up, which I think is literally perfectly this block, which means I have to move it all over 1. So if we place 1 right there, we can break that block, and then same thing over here, place a block down there, we can break that one, and then these ones each have to get moved over 1, and these ones broken. Actually, I really do not want it close here, so let's move it over 2 more, so there's a little bit more of a gap, so just like that. And then these ones as well are also gonna have to get moved over 2, I think. I'm gonna have to recount this out and make sure it's correct. Also, these leaves here have got to go. Let's quickly just see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, perfect. And then I want to add something else. So let's count this out. I need to find the middle, which should be right there, and I want that to be the door. So we're gonna do 1 right there, 1 right there, so then it's gonna be 3, but I want to bring it out 1 block. So just like that, this is gonna be 4 tall, and then I don't know what we're gonna do there. We're gonna leave that, and then all of these can be built up, but I'm gonna need a few more logs because I'm almost out. And then these pillars are going to be brought up. So this is 4 5 6 7 8, 9, I think. I want these to be quite a bit taller than that one. Now I just gotta connect this in. I have a few more blocks to go here. There we go. That should be correct. And then we just water bucket clutch right here. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna hit the water bucket clutch. And then we just bring this up. That was one too many blocks. I just have one more pillar to bring up, and then I'm gonna connect them all in. And yeah, like I said, connect them in. We're just gonna walk these down all the way around. I don't know what we're gonna do down there. We'll figure that part out. We actually had the perfect amount in that stack. We have this all outlined up top here now. We might do something else down there, at least with the outlines and stuff. I'm not 100% sure. We might do an outline like this as well, just to kind of give it a little bit more shape, which I think I do like. So let's do that again. I hope that's on the same block. You know what? I really do want to try something else. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is gonna have to get expanded up just a little bit. I'm gonna do a smaller lean to the side of this house, and I don't know how it's gonna look because I've never done this before, but bear with me. I need some of these leaves gone. Okay, there goes my hoe. Actually, I should probably just cut down the entire tree. I don't need it there. So we have the front pillar right here, and then we're going to put a back pillar right here, which then should equal out. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's gonna have to be farther out yet even. I want it to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna have to go here. So I'm gonna have to actually do quite a bit more terraforming here. And then we're gonna bring these up. I'm gonna have to change those out for some dirt. Actually, I do have enough dirt. So let's just do that really quickly. Replace all of those out with the dirt. And then is the grass actually spreading? It is. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna make this about 4 or 5 blocks tall. Something like that. Let's just start with 4. And then I have to do this last pillar. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. That totally makes sense. Yeah. I guess this means that I should probably start with the roofs now. I don't know how I'm going to do these yet. I'm not going to lie. We're going to hop up here, do this a little bit differently than I normally do. So we're going to go with some stairs. We're going to need some full blocks and some slabs. So it's going to be upside down stair, full block stair, upside down stair, and then from here we're just gonna go with the slabs till we reach the center, and then I have to do the same thing on the other side, which I think would be right here. Now, granted, I need to get up there so I can actually build this, but it should be upside down stair, full block stair. That's not right. That is not right at all. I figured out what the problem was. I built it too far up, so it would be on this block right here. I gotta break all this because I actually do need those planks. And then now it should work. It should be upside down, full block, stair, upside down, and then just slabs to the center. Actually, okay, wait, this actually isn't that bad. Never mind. It's a little lopsided. That is not good. Everything here has to be pulled back one, but if it was too wide like that, I actually wouldn't hate it. But it is not correct right now, so everything has got to come out. We're gonna do stair right here, and then start from here and try that. So it's upside down stair, full block, stair, upside down stair, and then slabs, I'm pretty sure. Just like that. And then if we take a step back, I actually do really like that. I wish maybe it was a little bit shorter because I feel like the main roof is gonna get like kind of shadowed by this one because it's so big. But that's fine. We got that done. Now I want to jump to this roof. And then for this roof, we are going to do good old reliable method of staircase, and then we just fill it in the center. I don't know where the center is though. I think it's right there. And then we need the slabs and then the stairs, and then those just go down the center. But before I bring that down the center, I want to connect this in over here. I don't know if I have enough stairs though, which might be unfortunate. I misplaced that one. Upside down, upright, connect it in, and now we can run the slabs down the center. There we go. Now I'm gonna have to go hop down there so we can get some more stairs because I am out. I guess we could start it really quickly, just like that. We're gonna throw down the water bucket so I can get back up here easily, and let's go craft some more of those up. There we go. We got our stairs. So let's just finish out this roof. I actually really hope this is enough. I don't know if it's going to be. I tried to make a little bit extra, but we're gonna see. So it's slab and then connect that in, and then I have one more side right here, but we also have to do this bottom row, which shouldn't actually take more than 11, so we should have plenty. Connect that up. There we go. Now it's just time to connect everything else in. Okay, there we go. If we come out a little bit farther, I actually really like this. I just realized I'm missing a little part there, but I really like the look of that roof. Not gonna lie, I think it's close to one of my favorite types of roofs now. But we're gonna finish out this roof. We're gonna do the same one that we just did, just at a lot smaller of a scale. Just basically the upside down stairs and upright until you meet in the middle with the slabs, just like so. And then you also kind of want to do something like that, just to kind of give it a little bit more shape. And then you connect it in just like so and just like so. And then you need the filler blocks, which I'm probably gonna use deep slit. There we go. I added that roof on, and now I'm actually a really big fan of the shape of this this house so far. Now, there's a lot of other stuff I have to do. Obviously, fill in the roofs. I have to actually finish this back roof, which I'm not gonna have enough stuff for because I don't have enough stairs. Actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be 8 stairs, so I need 2 more. That's kind of unfortunate. That's okay, though. We have to finish that in and then fill all the walls in, and I really, really like this. Now, we have to copy that exact same thing. I should have enough stairs now, at least. Actually, no, I won't, because I'm gonna have to do more here. I don't know what I was thinking. This tree also has got to go, because it's just gonna be in my way. I'm gonna have to break some leaves. Or, easier method, just chop that out. I'm honestly surprised it didn't break down that staircase, or that log pillar with it, but I'm really glad it didn't. Hop back up here with the water bucket, and then how we're gonna do this is... Oh, I placed that wrong. Let me fix that. We're gonna do this the exact same way, so it's upside down stair, full block, stair, upside down stair, and then it's the slabs, so slab, and then just up into the center. And now I'm gonna need the exact same thing, and I don't know if I have enough stairs. I think I should perfectly have enough, because I need to place one there, and then I'm gonna need some full blocks. Let's just craft those. Upside down, full block, stair, upside down, and then we need the slabs and connect it in. Now I need more stairs to connect in the sides, but I really, really do like this. I think I'm honestly gonna start out with the roof. So, you know what that calls for? We need all of the deep slate that I own, and then we can start filling this in. I'm also gonna need my stone cutter. I think it's right here on the floor, and then we can hop up there and just start filling it all in. But first, I think we're gonna need a few things. So let's just grab, we're gonna need a bunch of stairs. That's one thing. We can get up here, fill this part in, because it's gonna be really, really small. Literally just 4 blocks to fill in this front part. And now I think my plan is I wanna start with the side over here. So I'm gonna need probably about a stack of deep slate bricks. I definitely don't need that many, but I can always turn it into stairs later, so I'm not gonna complain. Oh, I also need to get some stairs to fill this in and that in. There we go. We got these stairs. Now we're just gonna slowly bring these all the way down to connect in with these logs back here. This tree is low-key kind of in my way though. I'm just gonna try and sneak over, place that down, perfect. And now I need to hop to the other side to do the exact same thing, which this one's gonna be really easy because there's kind of a building right here. And then I can just start filling in the rest of this with the deep slate. So it's gonna be the full block, and then okay, we're gonna need slabs here now, which I do actually have a few of these. This is kind of annoying to do with the other roof right above me here. Just gotta fill all this in, and then there's the one half done. I just have to do this side, which should be easy. We're gonna go along with the blocks like before, and then it's gonna be these stairs on top of that, and then I think it's just slabs from there. Yeah, I was right. It's just these 2 rows of slabs left, and then the roof of this little part is done. All I have left is the big part up top. Already looking out here in free cam, I am liking this quite a bit. I need to hop up here though, get this side done, which I'm definitely not gonna have enough blocks, but that's okay. Can just go down there and craft up a few more. And there we go. We are already out of stairs, but we only have like 6 more to go right here, and then that entire side. So I think I'm probably gonna make like 45. Honestly, this entire stack right here, we're just gonna make into some deep slate tile brick stairs, and then we're gonna see how that works. I think we are going to have enough. We did, at least I need to pick up the stair, make sure I get it. Okay, perfect. We did the entire bottom row, and now we just have to fill in these bottom 2. We have 15 left, and looking over, I think we're gonna make it. Let's just do 1 row at a time. It's just gonna be easier because I keep misplacing anyways. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. That is actually fully filled in. I'm surprised. And then if we take a step back, I'm actually really, really liking the look of this build right here. This is a lot different for me. I mean, obviously, this right here, I've done this a time or 2 before. This is an old build for me. I've done it. But adding in this little section is really cool, and I'm really liking it. There we go. We got all the roofs filled in, which I guess that means that I have to do walls now. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to do walls. That does not sound that much fun right now. I would rather start working on something else, but I do have to do it. I don't know what I want to use for the walls though. I was originally gonna say cobblestone, but I don't know if I really want to do cobblestone that much. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about it. I kind of want to try birch. As much as I hate birch, I think it's gonna look nice. So let's go hop over there and farm those. I'm gonna craft up a stone axe though, so I don't waste the durability on my nice diamond one. Just quick and easy. 3 and 2, and then you have ourselves a stone axe, and then we can take our boat, head over there, and cut down that tree. This is a slight predicament here because I just realized that I do not have that many trees here at all. But let's just grab everything. The first sapling is gonna go right there because of how this all is kind of laid out, and we really did not get that many more saplings. Oh my goodness! Like from all those trees, we got a total of 1 more sapling. That is not what we want. I was hoping to get quite a bit more, but I guess that's okay. I wonder if birch drops or has a lower chance of dropping saplings compared to like oak or cherry. Cherry is insanely high. Let me make sure I have a little bit of extra birch in there, a little bit in there. So we have hopefully enough for the walls. And then the other thing I'm kind of hoping to do is we're gonna do a nice not spruce, but cobblestone like base to the build to just add a little bit more like detail to it. And there is a skeleton behind me trying to shoot me. Please stop. There's actually 2 of you. Oh my goodness. I need to connect that in. That is actually completely wrong. This all needs to be broken. They actually shot each other, so now they're fighting. And I should probably deal with the other one before he deals with me. And then I gotta get back to work cleaning this up because I did not mean to bring this out like this. And then we'll bring it all the way back like so. Fill that in, fill this in, and then it's just, do I want to do the exact same thing over here? I think we're going to just quick and easy fill this in, and then the same thing back here, just so it has a little bit more of a support to the build. And then now that we got that done, we're gonna take all of our birch logs and just start filling it in with the birch. We're gonna do a window right there. We're gonna do another window right here. And then honestly, these logs right here, I think we're just gonna leave them open. It adds a little bit of extra space to the build, so I might as well. And then this end down here, we're just gonna do a nice big window. It doesn't work really because of that, so actually I did it on the front side. It should be fine. We'll just do a nice big window like so, and then I have to fill in this entire back wall. I don't know what I'm gonna do for windows back here. I think I'm just gonna fill it all in, and then I'll go back and break out what I want. I think we're probably gonna do 2 smaller ones. I did not mean to place one there. And then right here, I kind of honestly want to do another 3 window just like on that end, and then we'll do 1 smaller one right here, and then we're gonna call that good. This wall will have to get filled in with just full because it's going to be like a little barn, or I don't know what it's going to be. I might make it like a livable place. I might make it a barn. I'm not sure, but that's the entire bottom floor. So we're going to head back up here and do the exact same thing, but fill all of this in and add some windows. We're going to do windows like that. We might see, I did this wrong because the second floor is a little bit not tall enough, but we're going to ignore that. As long as no one notices it, it's fine. Because I really do not feel like taking off the entire roof and redoing it all. So we're just going to keep filling this in. And I did not mean to fall off there. I just missed my jump. I feel like this front wall though is what's really gonna matter, so let's just start filling it in. I think we're gonna do 1 block windows on this side. Also, I forgot I wanted to do some like fill-ins here, so I'm gonna have to place a water bucket down. Do 1 more right there, just 2 small windows. And then if we come up here, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with this whole like part right here. Maybe could possibly do a big window like actually I can't because of that, but I could do a window like that, I feel like. Or maybe I'll just do a window right there, and then we're going to do another window right there. And I did not mean to fall again. I'm gonna go back up here, throw another hole in right there for a window, probably throw another one in right there. And then if we take a step back, this needs to be patched. That looks really weird. I am actually really liking this. This house right here is one of my favorites I've ever built. But now this also means that I have to fill in this thing, and I don't know how it's going to all work yet, but let's just get to work with it. I'm gonna do probably some smaller actually for here we're gonna do windows like this, and grab all my blocks so I can replace this. And then all of this also needs to be filled in. The entire backside here is just gonna be 1 straight wall because I don't really know what else to do. Actually, I take this back. It looks really bad like this, so we are going to do the same thing that we have on the front for now and just make a little cutout. Actually, I don't know how tall that one's gonna be. Probably about yay tall. And then I actually do have to fill in this front side. There we go. Got that filled in. I might want to change some blocks later, but I do really enjoy this. Maybe the spruce changed out for some dark oak or something like that, just to give it a little bit more contrast. But now this means that I have to go get some windows to actually fill all of this in, because there's a lot of open windows here. Also, this right here needs to be filled. Oh wait, actually I'm doing this wrong. It needs to be out 1 more block. We're gonna make ourselves some stairs. We're gonna need them. We're gonna do 1 stair right there, and then we're gonna do 1 here and here, and then we're gonna come back here. I need to make a little bit more for right there. With that, it just adds a little bit of shape to it. I feel like this is really short though. Let's try pushing it up 1 more block, just like that. If I place those in there now, actually yeah, I like that way more. Let's take that up 1 more block, and then we have to go grab our glass, which I'm pretty sure we have a bunch of in one of these chests. I'm just not exactly sure where. There's 6 and 10, and then there's 48. Perfect. We need a lot of glass panes. Let's do 1 more, so we have 54. We can just get to work filling in all of these windows. I don't know why, but like my windows kind of have like a fog over like texture, which honestly, I kind of like it. It adds a little bit more like depth to the build and detail. And do I want to do a window right here? I kind of do, even though it's not going to do much. It just adds a little bit more shape to the build. We're going to do the entire bottom floor, and then we'll go up and do the second floor. And I think for the floors, I'm going to do good old reliable spruce because it'll go really well with the birch walls. Or I couldn't actually do dark oak. I'm going to do dark oak. I haven't used it yet, so let's just quickly grab a few of these up and just make a bunch of slabs. I don't really need the rest of this though. We can throw that all back in there, and then I could just start filling this in. This actually really blends in with the spruce, but I'm okay with that because you're really not going to see the spruce. Just got to go back and forth till I get this all filled in, and then I'm going to have to make a way up there. So I might do a spiral staircase because ladders are kind of expensive compared to slabs. There we go. We got the top in. We do need to do the floor, but I want to get the windows done up there first. So let's just do our little spiral staircase here. It's just going to be like this. I can't really... Okay, I got to break some of this out. I should have done the staircase first, probably. Almost to the top. A few more blocks, I think, around this corner, and we should be there. Actually, that is a perfect fit right there. And then we can just throw in the windows like so. I don't know if I'm going to have enough, though, because this one is kind of a big window, but there's none on this wall, and there's only 4 on that wall. I will actually have enough. This is perfect, but I do have noticed something. These walls need to be filled in so it doesn't look so odd. Also kind of want to add like a middle pillar right here. We're going to probably just do with spruce, and then I want to do all of the flooring, but I need some spruce because I don't have any on me right now. Okay, I just walked into the house and I heard something walking, and I don't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it was a creeper though, so I do need to be really careful. Gonna hit him, run, and then, okay, we got distance, so we should be good now. There we go. Now we can just kind of come in here, grab the spruce logs that I want. Ideally, if I could grab like a stack of them just to have on me because I use them so much. And then what else are we gonna need? I think I have everything else I need to finish off the rest of that floor. We're gonna extend this up to the top. I'm gonna have to add a slab in there so it connects, and then it's time to do the flooring, which this part is gonna be kind of hard because of obvious reasons. I did not fill anything in right below me. I just covered it all up, so this is kind of gonna come back and bite me a little bit. And then just from the bottom down here, we're just gonna walk back and forth, filling all of this in. I had to jump down here anyways because I did not want any of the dirt to go to waste because this stuff is valuable. Prefer having a few stacks of dirt than a few diamonds, I'm not gonna lie. Just gonna fill this in. If I ever need to place water in there, it's never gonna happen because of how this is. It's just gonna waterlog and then go fall down. Just a few more blocks to place in. Perfect. Actually, there we go. I missed it by 1. Also, I just realized we're basically running out of food. I need to go check on all of the wheat over here and pick it all so I can make some bread. Honestly, most of this field is actually done, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go through, pick it all, and then we're gonna replant all the extra seeds that we have just to expand it, which we actually got quite a few. There's also some carrots done, which do not mind if I do. I'll pick those. Actually, I'm gonna break that and just probably move them. And we're just gonna move the carrots down to the opposite side down here, and then we can go make some bread with the 24 wheat that we have. 25 actually, I take that back. This gives us 8 pieces of bread, which actually is not that bad for a early game food source. So we're gonna throw the extra chicken we have in here. I'm pretty sure I did see a piece of mutton. Might as well throw that in there. And I think that's basically all we have. Wait, I think, didn't I farm some gold earlier? I did. Want to get that cooking because we can make some golden carrots potentially. And then for this, at least for now, what we're going to do is I'm gonna need to make some sticks. Honestly, quite a bit of them. And then we are going to do some of these fence gates, which I actually do perfectly. It needs 6, so there we go. We're just gonna bring those in. And now if we take a step back, I am actually really liking that house. Obviously, there is a lot of decorations to do around here, but for now, I'm gonna call it good. I really do enjoy it. Actually, one more minor thing we're gonna do up here is just kind of connect the path in to the 2 different places. So just like that, I need to break all these so I can shovel right below them, and then we replace this down. It just looks so much better, a lot more clean. And then we're also going to bring the path this way to the front door. There's not a whole lot of room, but there is enough. I also need a door for this. I completely forgot about that little detail. Just like that. There we go. Probably round that out a little bit more. And there we go. We have a nice path. I don't know what we're going to do with the rest of the space up here, though. For the door, though, we do have 1 extra spruce door. I don't remember where we used the other one. I only have 1 left, so we're just going to throw that down right there. And now I can say that this house is officially done, and I really like it. So I think we can just keep working on, or at least keep working on the path to our next build. We're going to keep just going along here. I'm going to need some slabs, which I don't have any spruce slabs. Let's go see if I have any in the chest. I do have quite a bit of slabs in here. There's a stack and a half. I think all I need, though, is just a stack. I don't need these leaf litter. We're just going to throw those out. And then we are going to just kind of bring this along. We got to keep all of these leaf litters out of here. Just keep shoveling it down. And then we are going to bring this down and back up right here. But I think a lot of these trees are going to have to go, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. We're going to probably do one more right there. And then let's just continue bringing this around here. Honestly, yeah, these trees here, they look good, but they're kind of blocking what I'm going to want. So they have to come down, and I'm going to have so much dark oak wood after all this. I'm going to need some dirt to kind of tear from this up because I want to pull this out like one more block on the side. Cutting down these trees, though, do give me apples, which is a good food source for now. I do actually still have the bread, and more of the stuff is growing. I think I should be good on food forever now, I think. This is looking a lot better with it cleaned up. I did not mean to place a torch here. I don't know when I did that. Just gonna build this up just a little bit more, kind of round it out, and then we're gonna make it come down a block. And then I gotta kind of break all of this out so I can actually do stuff here. And then we'll place the slabs in just like so, and then shovel all of this, which, by the way, our shovel is about to break, which is not good. Okay, that's how I kept placing torches right there on accident, but I don't know how I was doing it earlier. I think I want to do another build like kind of right around here-ish, so these trees are gonna have to come down because they're gonna be in my way. That one, though, I think we can leave. And then I guess I'm kind of want to build this up a little bit more so I have the extra space. It's not gonna be a very wide build, but I'm thinking I'm gonna do something kind of taller. And I swear I just heard something walking behind me. I'm just really worried that it's a creeper. And of course, my inventory is just full of a bunch of random stuff. So, you know what we gotta do? Just empty it out, throw it all in here. At least most of the stuff I'm gonna just kind of throw in here. But I don't think I want to build there quite yet. I want to do some more work on that side of the river because all we've really done is just the field, and then that's just about it. So we're gonna have to kind of run through here and do a bunch of cleaning up. I'm gonna need a lot more dirt because I want to do a bunch of terraforming, but I am pretty sure that as soon as I get everything I want cleaned up, I'm gonna be out of a diamond axe, and I'm gonna have to go craft a new one or an iron one, honestly. But you know what? I'm completely okay with that. That is fine. And I guess I could probably start doing some of the terraforming here. I kind of want... I want it to be elevated. I want it to be higher. I need to cut down this tree. It's in my way, and I don't like it. It kept another tree here. It's just gotta go. Also, while I'm over here, I kind of want to just pick the sugarcane, get more of it growing. It's a beautiful looking block. And then we're gonna go through, fill all of this in, just so I don't have to worry about it, and I can just work in here in peace. And then I'm gonna want stairs going up somewhere here, because I want this to be elevated. Like, I want the top of it to kind of be, honestly, kind of close to the top of the trees. But I don't know how I'm gonna do this, so let's go quickly get some stairs so I can see how I want to do it. And I'm thinking for the stairs, I'm gonna do dark oak because I have so much of it and I have not been really using it. I'm just gonna craft up a bunch of these stairs. I think I can get one more. There we go. We got a stack in 40, and then I want to clean up my inventory again because it's so full of just a random bunch of junk. I think we're gonna make the staircase come up from right about here. We are just going to start going up. I'm gonna just upside down stair, upright, until we get to our desired height. And I placed that wrong. I need to fix that and keep going up. Okay, honestly, I'm thinking that height, but this means that I'm gonna need to do so much terraforming for this. But I mean, as long as it looks good, that's all I really care about. I'm not sure if it's exactly gonna be this height. I just wanna kind of get up here with this side, and then we'll take a step back and look and see what I think. Okay, yeah, no, I took a step back and I decided that is way, way too tall. We're gonna cut this down a little bit more. I don't know how far though. Let's try going right about here. I don't know why I broke those, just replace them, but let's take a step back again and take a look at this. That is definitely still way too tall. Let's cut that down. Okay, right there. I think that this is the height we're gonna go with. So let's chop that out. And now this is going to be a lot easier than what it previously was, because it was like 5 or 6 blocks taller than this yet. And now this doesn't actually look like it'd be that bad. But now it's gonna be quite a bit of terraforming. I said it's not gonna be bad, but it's still gonna take me a very, very long time. I think we're gonna take a similar approach that we took over there. We're just going to build it up to the desired height that I'm wanting, and then we're going to do a rough outline. We're just gonna ever so slightly bring this around. I don't want it to be... Okay, there's skeletons here. I wonder what other mobs are gonna be out here. Let me crit him once, and then there we go. We got him. But we're just gonna keep going around. I want it to be kind of like a circle. Just, a really odd shaped circle. We're gonna just kind of bring it back here into the tree line. I feel like, actually, we're gonna stop right there, pull it back over here so I don't have to worry about the trees, and then continue. I just heard walking. I think it was myself, but I'm so paranoid of creepers. Speaking of creepers, right as I say that, I keep placing blocks, and there's one that just appears behind the tree. That's insane. Hello, Mr. Cow. You stay here. You stay here, and you stay safe. I need to make sure I'm doing this right. We're gonna go like this and then come back out like so. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is the side that's gonna be tricky because I have to bring this out like so, and then I have to wrap it around. I'm gonna have to kind of partially go over the water here, but that's gonna be okay. We're gonna go straight a little bit and then just kind of keep rounding it out. It's hopefully going to work. Okay, there we go. Honestly, okay, this doesn't look the best, but I don't hate it. Once I obviously, you know, get everything filled in and kind of terraformed up to look better, I think this is going to look amazing. But then that means that I'm gonna have to go collect some more dirt because I think I'm basically out and I have to fill this entire area in. I also need to place a bunch of torches in here, so I should go craft some more of those up. But first though, I want to get this all placed in, at least the dirt that I have on me. There's a few blocks right here that I do not need. I can get rid of those and replace them up here. And then we're gonna see if I have any more dirt and torches. Okay, I got some chicken. I'm gonna grab some charcoal though, and a mutton. That's also great. We got some more gold. We'll just kind of throw that in there. And then what else was I looking for? I don't remember. Okay, I genuinely just like stopped for like 3 minutes and just thought, and I just remembered the other thing I wanted was the charcoal or some torches. We're gonna throw that there, and then we're just gonna, I guess, keep the other stack on us, and then grab any dirt we have in here. So we have 2 stacks. Down here we got nothing, and over here we got another stack. I guess that's something for now. You can head over there, get that more filled in. I don't think it's gonna quite be enough because this is a lot bigger than that one was, but it's not gonna get done by itself. So let's just start filling it all in. Yeah, just as I had anticipated, we are completely out of dirt, and this is not completely filled in yet, which kind of sucks. But the grass is starting to come over here, which is awesome. And there's actually some stuff fully grown here. Let's quickly pick this because we could definitely use the extra food. Also, we can then expand the garden, which is also really, really nice. That's probably the best part because the bigger it gets, the more food I have. And knowing me, I love jumping around so much, so I kind of need it. Also, when I was just picking that, I had an idea that I forgot to do earlier. I kind of need to, you know, fill in the water holes with some leaves. Because when they're not filled in, it looks kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna grab some of these leaves off this oak tree really quick. I think I'm just gonna fully take down the oak tree. I'll probably end up using them. Leaves are just such a good building block. It adds so much green to the area, and it just looks so, so good. And then we can come in here and just place down these water buckets. I need to make sure I don't miss any though. I think there's just these 2, and then there should be 1 down there, and that should be everything. Also, I see some more wheat is done, which means more seeds, which means a bigger field, which means more food. I could keep that going, but I'm not gonna do that. But before I go collect dirt, I really don't want to because it's gonna be kind of a pain if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but I can do something that will be a little bit less of a pain, which is grab this, and then grab those, and we are going to go make another dock. I think I'm wanting to do one right here. So there's that. There's the new house that I just built. I want to do one somewhere right here. I need a piece of dirt though. Let me come up here, grab one, and replace the leaf litter so it's not in my inventory. And then we are just going to bring it out. I did not mean to do that. Okay, wait. I'm messing this up really a lot. Then we're just going to make this go out a little bit farther. I don't know how far. I don't want it to go anywhere near that one, so it's just gonna go a few blocks out. And it's getting nighttime. I'm gonna have to run up there really shortly, but I just want to throw up these logs so I can get this in, and then we're gonna throw a log right there and a second log right there. And now I really like that, but I need to quickly go to sleep so no mobs spawn. And now I guess it is time for us to go get that dirt. So let's make another diamond shovel really quick because mine's almost broken and I'm definitely going to need it. Here we go. We got our diamond shovel. I don't remember where I dug dirt before. I just know it was roughly in this direction. I think if I run far enough, I should be able to find a hole, and it was somewhere in there. I'm pretty sure, yes, here it is. Now I just have to get to work, and a lot of it. I'm gonna need so much dirt to do all the terraforming I'm wanting to do. And there we go. My shovel has broken, but that's why we crafted the second one. We're just gonna get back to work. I'm probably gonna do a flashback for the rest of this dirt. I'm gonna need quite a bit more, so let's just get to it. There we go. I'm gonna call that good for now. We do have quite a bit of dirt, but I do hear some pillagers right above me, so I need to be careful when I go up here. I don't know. Should I deal with them? I guess. Why not? It's only one for some reason. I don't know why, but there we go. Dealt with him. Now we can head back and start filling that in again. I don't know if all the dirt that I collected is actually going to be enough because we're gonna need quite a bit. But if it's not, I mean, it's easy to go collect some more, which we can go easily do. But filling in this top part, I definitely do have enough for it. It's just doing like the walls down there. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do all that. And then for this side, I think what I want to do is just kind of pull this out so it's a little bit more of a hill here and not like a cliffside like I have over there. So we're just gonna do that, bring this along, fill all of it in just like so. There we go. That's basically how I want that. Now this side, I'm not 100% sure. I think we're gonna do something kind of similar, at least for the start of this here. Except for I think we're gonna make it just a little bit steeper. Also, I completely forgot to do the torches down here. There are some mobs spawning down here, which I am not a fan of. Go away, Mr. Zombie. One more hit. There we go. Then we're just gonna run around and throw down some more torches. And I don't know what to do with the rest of the space. It's very, very confusing. Like, I just really don't know how I want to do this. I think we're just gonna keep... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We're gonna kind of just keep bringing the dirt around. I might do a little, like, overhang over the water or something like that, but I'm not sure. There we go. I'm thinking something like that. We might actually keep that going along. We might do a little overhang later. I can always just remove the blocks. It's not hard. It's just dirt. I think it's just gonna be so much easier for me if I did it like this. So let's just continue bringing this down. Just like so. Bring it down just like the rest of this has been coming down. And then we gotta get it all the way around, at least to there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the backside yet, because I might flatten that out, take some more trees out and stuff like that. I'm not sure. There we go. Now, if we take a step back, honestly, I don't hate this that much. I really like how the terraforming turned out. I mean, obviously, actually, you can't even really tell. It's not really connected underwater, but from a distance, you can't really tell. So for now, I'm going to leave it like that, I guess. And I guess that means I should probably start working on a house up here, but I don't really want to. I'm not going to lie. You know what? Because I really, really want to put it off, let's quickly farm up some of these. I actually got quite a few pieces of wheat, and I missed one piece over here, and then we can expand the field a little more. Same old, literally just go in, plant these all until we have a really big garden going here. And of course, there's a zombie that wants to just step on my crops and ruin them because he did that right here, and now I can't do anything about it because I don't have a hoe on me. But let's quickly pick these carrots, get those planted, and then we can go grab a hoe to get that fixed. I don't actually think I have a hoe, so let's just quickly craft a new one up. There we go. We got ourselves a new hoe. We can go get that fixed, and I would like to get some more food. So I think the next thing I'm gonna eat is the pork chop because it's just one and it's kind of filling up my inventory. And just that little chip, there's so much more wheat done here. So we actually have 8 seeds to get replanted. And then with the hoe, we hoe that and then just place the rest of them down over here. There we go. I guess we could collect some stuff up for our building. We're gonna need some logs. I don't know if I want to use dark oak or spruce. I think I'm gonna use dark oak. I have so much more of it and I haven't used it quite yet. Like up there, I did spruce here. So we're gonna do some dark oak. So we got a bunch of this. Let's go over here and just get the simple shape for this house going. And then this house up here, I do want it to be kind of big, so we're gonna head over here. I think throw down our first log right here, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, maybe it should be a little bit smaller. Let's see really quickly. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I did not mean to place that there. And then we're gonna come back here, place one down right there, and then just like that, if we take a step back, how big is that going to be? That is going to be one massive house, actually. Okay, maybe not that big. Let's take this down a little bit smaller. So we want it to be there, I think. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. I want it to be 9. So then I'm gonna have to move this one into, break that block, and now that should be good. And then we're gonna work on the shape a little bit more. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, this is gonna be a little confusing. If I did one there, we have 2 3s and a 5. Okay, I guess we're gonna do the same thing. So get in line with this block, and then get in line with that block, and there we go. And then it'd be 1, 2, 3 block, and then just like that. Perfect. And then we're gonna have to bring all of these up. I don't know how high I'm gonna want to go. Let's start with like 9. So what are we at right now? We're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we have to do that on every little section right here, which is going to take a lot of logs and honestly quite a bit of time, but I think it should be worth it. I took a quick intermission to make it so it wasn't nighttime, and there's these 3 zombies that decided to walk out of the forest and onto my field, which is really annoying because that one, you can tell, already broke something because he was carrying a wheat, and then this one has armor, so I'm sure he also broke something. If we walk over here really quickly, there is something missing right here. And is that actually it? Did only one of them break something? Wow, that's actually impressive. I don't need the rotten flesh though. Let's just throw that out. And then let's get back to work bringing up these towers. Okay, there we go. The house is done. And honestly, I think it's too tall. Actually, I think I changed my mind. I think we're just going to stick with it. This wide, I think should be fine. It's just so short. Or I meant tall. I don't know though. So it's gonna be a block, and then it's gonna be window, window, and then a block again. So window, window, block, I think. Nope, that's gonna have to be a little bit different. This has got to go up one more block, I think, right there. So then it's gonna be a block, block, and then windows right there. Perfect. Okay, that is correct. So it's 5 tall for one house like this. And I need to go up here and make sure I have the exact same thing. Let's do dirt though, because it's so much easier to break. We're gonna go block, and then it's gonna be window, window, block. Honestly, I think that should be correct. I think I forgot to break the blocks though. I guess I didn't forget. I just accidentally fell off. Let's come back up here, clean that up, and then we can start filling everything else in. And please don't break my field. Thank you. Also, quick slight intermission. A lot of my wheat is done, which I do want to pick so I can expand it some more. There's actually a lot of this done. I'm sure I'll probably be able to finish out planting the rest of this field once I get it all picked. And then I'll have to continue that all the way around. So we're just gonna come up here and start. Oh, that's not the correct block. Just like that. We're gonna keep bringing it all the way around so it's separated the 2 floors. I can also see I want to bring some logs across the top to connect all of that in. So you know what that means. We're gonna come from over here so I don't accidentally get rid of my crops. And then we are just going to water bucket our way all the way up to the top up here and just plant these in. And if we take a step back in free cam, this is what we have so far, and I do really like it. I think the one thing I'm kind of concerned about is doing the roof, because I normally do roofs like this, but this is only on like 5 to 7 block wide roofs. This one is a 9 wide build, so I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be slightly confusing. I should also pick all the sugarcane just in case. There we go. I'm trying to think, what do I want to do for the roof? I'm gonna try some stairs. If nothing else, we're probably gonna go for like that style of roof, because I am actually getting kind of good at it, or something to do with slabs, but we're gonna try with the stairs. So we're gonna grab some dark oak logs. This is what we're gonna make the outline with. I'm gonna need quite a few of these though. Let's do one more stack of planks. That should work. And then let's go quickly hop back up there and try and figure this out. And then we'll climb up here with our water bucket, and then we can start placing all of the stairs. I did not mean to place that there. Grab the dark oak stairs. Here we go. We're just going to bring it into the center if I don't fall first. And then we are going to try the normal roof style I always do. It's just upside down stair, upright until you meet in the center, which I need to figure out where that is. That would be right here. And let's do the exact same thing on this side, and let's take a look at how it looks like. And of course, I forgot the slabs, so we're just gonna craft some of those up really quickly. Honestly, just craft a few of them, and then it's gonna be a slab, stair, and then the slabs just like so. That's not where that was meant to place. Let me break the crafting table just like so, and then I'm gonna hop down here out of the way. We're gonna come out here in free cam, and I do not like the look of that one bit. So this is gonna have to come out. It just doesn't work on big roofs like this. It needs to be, I think, more rounded or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Might just take a lot of trial and error, but that is okay. I need some more practice with different roof types. Before I try anything else, I do want to try a roof style like that one over there. So it's gonna be a full block, stair, upside down stair. We're gonna do stair again, and then upside down stair. Oh, that's not the way that was meant to go. Upside down stair, and then we're gonna come with the slabs until we meet into the center, just like so. And then let's do that on this side. So it's upside down stair, full block, stair, and then it's just like so. And then we bring the slabs like this all the way up until we meet in the center. And then we take a step back. I do like that way more, but it kind of really looks like a barn roof, and I don't know if I love that idea. So that means, once again, this entire thing is going to come out. I like it. I just don't love it. So we're gonna try and do something a little bit different here. Get everything broken down. We're just gonna leave that there because we'll probably use that as a base. And then all of this has got to come out. We're gonna try something I have never done for a roof before. It's gonna be, I think, upside down, and then we're gonna go 2 blocks up, and then a stair, and then upside down stair, and then block, and then I think stair on it, and then upside down stair, just like so. Okay, did not mean to fall. Oh my gosh, I just took so much fall damage. I need to be really careful when I'm up here working on this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get back up to full hunger before I go up there, in case, just because I do not want to fall and die. Okay, I almost like that. This top part though sucks, and then it's getting too tall. So we gotta chop everything out once again and retry this all over again. We're gonna try the same thing we did last time. So it's gonna be 1 block though instead of 2. So it's gonna be upside down stair, 1 block, upside down stair, 1 block, just like this. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this so wrong. I'm doing this horribly wrong. It's gonna be upside down stair, full block stair, and then upside down stair, full block stair until we reach the center, or at least something very similar to that. So it's gonna be full block stair, and then this is actually the peak. So we're gonna do 1 more where it just kind of gets a little bit taller, and then maybe a slab there. And if we take a step back, that just feels so tall, and I don't want it to be that tall. So that means we're gonna chop it all out again and give it another attempt. You know what they say, attempt number 4 is always the charm. Or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how that goes. I think we're gonna try this once more. We're gonna go up how we were, just like so, and then we're going to kind of come in with the slabs, just so it doesn't get so tall. But this is not gonna work. I started this way too soon. Now we're gonna go up at least 1 more. It's gonna be upside down stair, full block stair, and then maybe we'll do stair and then go with the slabs, even though it's like right at the top. If we take a step back, honestly, I don't actually hate that. Let's see if we can copy it and do it on this side. It's gonna be upside down stair, full block stair, upside down stair, full block stair, and I think once more again, and I think it was just like this, the slabs connecting in, except that is not correct at all. It is, so after the full block, it's another full stair. Okay, so that's what happened. That's what went wrong. Let's break this down. This is supposed to be a stair, and then it's upside down, and then slab, and I don't know. That's a lot better. This is probably my favorite design, but I'm not sure if I'm in love with it yet. Honestly, I think we're gonna call it there. We're just going to fill it in, but I need to get it finished filling it out. Like, at least, I don't know what it's called. I can't think of it. English is too hard. I need to copy this onto that side. That's my goal. So we're gonna quickly come down here and not let any of this stuff despawn that's been falling down here this entire time, even though some of it has definitely despawned. And then we're gonna copy this to the backside. Should at least be pretty easy to copy. It should be upside down stair, full block stair, and then how many times I have to do this? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Stair, just like so. Last time right here. And then I think it's just the slabs. Oh, no, wait. It's the stair, and then we do the upside down, and then it's the slabs. I did that wrong though. It's supposed to be like that, and then it's the slabs till we get to the top, which is right there, and then we just do the exact same thing on this side. Should be pretty easy. And then I'm gonna have to decide what I want to do the inside of these walls with. I'm kind of thinking, or at least the inside of the roof, I'm thinking for the walls, I kind of want to do mangrove, and I remember seeing a swamp somewhere down yonder, so we're gonna go run over there and see if we can find anything. Not 100% sure if there's gonna be mangrove there, but that is going to be my best bet. I'm pretty sure it was just in this direction, beyond the spruce forest over here, and then there was a plains, and then I think I remember seeing the swamp biome. I don't know why I was thinking spruce. They start with the same letters, so that's why I was thinking it. You know, I never realized there is a pillager outpost right there, which means that there are a bunch of pillagers, and that's why one was assaulting me while I was mining dirt. We're just gonna run past them. They are not too much of a concern. I am a little lost, though. I don't know where I am. There's that. I think it was somewhere over there. Yeah, I see the camp that I was seeing earlier. Yeah, I was right. Right there is the swamp biome. Let's see if there is a mangrove one to go with it. That's what I'm really hoping. Also, if I see any animals past this point, I will happily kill them for the food. Like, for example, this pig right here is a perfect candidate. Thank you very much. 2 pork chops will go a very long ways. And there's another pig, but I missed somehow. I see this. The swamp's right to my left over here, but I think it's like a really tiny, and it's not actually even a swamp, really. Quickly go out and free cam. Yeah, we do not really have a swamp on our hands. This is the entire biome right here, which is honestly the biggest swamp biome I think I've ever seen. But I think we're probably just gonna head back. I don't need it that badly, I guess. I would really like some, but I don't need it. Or I guess we could just go keep exploring. I could use the extra food, because I see some cows, I see some sheep, I see some other cows up there, and it'll just be really, really nice to get all the extra food. This has got to be my favorite cow variant. I don't know why. They look like Highland cows, and they look so adorable, but I don't know what this is. Also, this is like really weird too. There's this is a like spruce biome or something right here, because there's a spruce tree right there, but it's like so tiny. I don't know though. That's not too big of a concern. We're just gonna keep running this way. I would like to find some mangrove, but if we can't in a meaningful time, I guess that'll be fine. Also, the amount of food that I'm gonna get from this. There are so many horses over there. Oh my goodness, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 horses just in a little area. That's insane. But there are more cows here and sheep. Don't mind if I do. Happily be taking all of this. Kind of looks like we have an ocean over there. I see some water and some sand, and I don't see anything else around it. So I think that's just an ocean. So we're gonna kind of run along it for now, trying to find any extra animals. Pigs are the best. They have the highest odds of dropping something because all they drop is work traps compared to the cows can drop leather. And sheep also drop the wool. But I'm just finding so many more cows right now that I'm just getting so much more beef than I am pork. We are kind of running out of bread though, so I think we're gonna make our way back after I kill these last 2 pigs right here by these horsies. Mr. Pig, stop running. Thank you. Here we go. We got 20 pork, 22 beef, and then we also have 8 mutton, which is honestly not bad. I also do see some more sheep up here. Do not mind if I do. And a swamp biome. Is that the same one? It looks kind of bigger, doesn't it? Nah, I think that's the exact same one actually. I didn't go that far. There's a sheep though. Do not mind if I do. I don't need the wool. I'm mostly just doing this for the food. Ooh, I see some more piggies down here. I don't know why. There's so many pigs out here on this island. There we go. There's 1. There's 2. There is 3. And right here is number 4. I also saw another horde of them right there. I was just crossing this little water thing. It's kind of annoying because it's only 1 block deep and you can't swim. Now, wait a second. This is definitely a different swamp biome. I think it looks basically the same. Wait, if I go up in free cam, it is the exact same one, because I remember there's a small, yeah, okay, this is the exact same small little spruce biome, so that means that home is that way. For some reason I thought home was that way, which I mean that's a good thing because now I'm not gonna be lost. So let's keep going this direction. Okay, I may or may not be a little lost. I am running back home. Okay, there's the camp, there's the outpost, so it's gotta be right over there, but I don't remember seeing all of this before. Like, I'm sure I remember like this, but I don't remember this over here, so I guess that's something that we could probably come explore a little later. There we go. We made it home safely, so let's throw the pork in there, the beef in there, and then the mutton in there. I probably should have done the pork in this one because it had the most charcoal, but we're gonna ignore that. It's not that important. And then obviously I'm gonna want to empty up my inventory. Just gonna throw a bunch of stuff down. I kind of want to keep that on me. I don't need some of this stuff though. There we go. That mission was kind of not successful, so I need to find something else to fill in these walls with. Also need to find something to fill in the roof with, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do there yet. Guys, I'm sorry, but I think I'm gonna have to do it. We're gonna fill in the rest of the roof with deep slate, which I think we should have some left over from our previous endeavors up there. Let's quickly see. Okay, we got a stack. We got some deep slate slabs, which we will be needing. And then over here, we got another stack and a half, but I also need my stonecutter, which is right there. And then we are going to go fill all of that in. We're gonna throw down the stonecutter right there, and then throw this stuff in here, and then get some deep slate bricks. I love how I just came up here and completely forgot to get the blocks that I was like needing for this. So we're gonna come back down here to the stonecutter, throw in a stack of that, get some of those, and I hear a spider. Why are you trying to assault me? It's daytime. There you go. Go away. And then I'm gonna hop back up here and just get to work on this. Actually, this is not how this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be full block and then stair on top of that. And we're already out of our deep slate blocks. So let's come up here. Let's just craft up a stack of those. We're gonna have to go farm some more deep slate, which is kind of unfortunate, but I guess it's not the end of the world. It's just definitely something that, you know, I'd rather not have to do, but oh well. We're gonna fill in this some more, and then it's the stairs on top once again, and then we made it to the top. So then that means that we have to fill in this last little bit with the slabs, just like so. And then obviously once I get, oh no, I'm out of blocks. I need more of these slabs. That's not good. Okay, we're gonna throw down a crafting table, craft up 12 more. We're gonna just very, very slowly do this because I don't want to craft more than I need. We're gonna need more than 3. So wait, actually 1 might work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It did, and now we just have that side left, which won't be too bad. We are definitely gonna need more deep slate though, because once we get this in, we're not gonna have enough to get the rest in. Just like that. We're just gonna kind of go along, place the blocks like so, get them all placed in, and then come back with the stairs. Yeah, there we go. Didn't quite fill that in exactly, and then we are going to go have to collect some more of that because we are out. I'm scared though to fall from this roof because it's kind of of a far fall. If I mess up my water bucket clutch, it is over for me. So then this means I have to go find that staircase again. I know it's somewhere back here, and I know it's close to a dark oak tree, but there are a lot of dark oak trees, so that might be a little bit confusing. Here we go. Here it is. I did go a little bit past it, but that's fine. Let's just head down here to the bottom. I see the cave. I need some deep slit. Okay, I'm walking down, and I heard an enderman, and I kind of really want to go do an ender dragon fight sometime later in this video, so we're gonna see if we can find him. I hear him in this direction. Come on, make a noise again. Okay, I heard you. Just a little bit farther this way. I don't know if you're down, though. Sounds like he is right over here. I don't know if he's down or up, though. That's kind of the confusing part. Okay, here's a cave. Let's just kind of make our way down here ever so slowly and safely. And oh my gosh, there's a creeper. There's a creeper. There is a creeper. There is a creeper. Oh, goodness gracious. Come here. Let me hit you. Let me hit you again. Okay, this is terrifying because he could blow up and probably honestly kill me. We're going to block that off really quickly so nothing can come from that side. We're gonna come down here, aggro the creeper, place a block there so he can't get up here, and then we should be able to hit him. Okay, there we go. I did not mean to fall down here. We're gonna make ourselves a little tunnel this way so the enderman can't kill me too easily. We're gonna hit him really quickly, run into here, and then you come here. And wait, come back here. We're just going to jump and crit you out until I can hopefully get an ender pearl. It would be much appreciated if you actually dropped one. I'm gonna have to break out the wall though so I can actually see. And of course, he doesn't want to drop one. What a surprise. That's fine though. Let's just get back down. We can go find the deep site that I came down here for. At least it was a good attempt. So I'm thinking for the walls, I'm gonna do polished diorite and calcite. So I'm really glad that this is here. And I think there's another one actually down here in this cave somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. That is not my top concern. I just want to come down here and collect up some deep slate. I need to remember right there's the door that I came in. I'm gonna hop in here and then just start mining out some of this deep slate. Definitely gonna need a few stacks, so this will probably take me quite a bit of time. I've complained about this before and I'm gonna complain about it again, and I will continue to complain about it. I'm not gonna lie, but farming up deep slate with a normal diamond pickaxe has got to be one of the biggest pains. I don't know how I do it. I do it quite a bit and I completely just hate it. There we go. We are at 2 stacks. I think I'm gonna go for a third one though, just because a little bit extra never hurt anyone. I would rather get a bunch now instead of having to come back down a little bit later because I didn't grab enough to finish out a roof. Obviously, I don't need that much more to finish out this roof, but you guys get the point. I use deep slate quite a bit. I might as well just grab a bunch while I'm down here. There we go. I did go a little bit overboard, but not too bad. I'm up to 4 stacks, so it's just a little bit extra. But that's okay. We're gonna head our way back up out here and try and finish out that roof. Okay, I just got jump scared so badly. I get out to the top of the cave and there is just a creeper chilling right here, and there's also a skeleton here, which I'm not a fan of. Oh my gosh, he just did half my health in 2 shots. I'm gonna get in here, go to sleep really quickly because they are scary out there. And then that should also mean that my food is done. We're gonna leave the other stuff in there. We're gonna just start with the mutton and get all of that eaten first, and then we'll go to the other stuff. Also, there's a zombie that's just chilling in the water right here. I'm gonna try and deal with him so he doesn't turn into a drown and start annoying me. I'm not gonna lie, these zombies are one of the most annoying things because they just keep trampling into my field. Fortunately, this time it was only 1 and not like 14 pieces. And there's another skeleton right here. Please go away. Thank goodness I have for saturation. No, of course. Okay, that was lovely. Why are there so many mobs out? I hear some zombies below me, and I see a bunch of zombies from across the river as well. I guess we're gonna have to patch this in now. We should hopefully have enough dirt on us. We're not gonna fill it in. We are just going to cover it up because it's so much easier. And then with the logs, we're just gonna fill it in like that. I hear a skeleton. Where are you? I think I'm going insane. Or he's right below me. I don't know. If he's below me, I think that's fine. I don't know how he got down there though. Oh, he definitely walked under from the forest because they just keep spawning out there. The worst part about this biome is all of these mobs that just spawn in here. I'm gonna quickly go empty out my inventory because I have so much junk on me, and then we're gonna come back and finish out that roof. I'm quite literally missing like 5 blocks here, so I'm gonna have to run down and go get some more stairs. Also, I completely forgot about this before, but I have to finish the outline on the bottom of the roof down here, which I mean will go super quick. I just can't believe I forgot it. Like, there we go. There is 1/2. I'm gonna need a few more blocks for this side, and then we're gonna run around because I'm pretty sure I also did not do it to this side, which turns out I was correct. I did not. So let's just run this all the way down. You know, I forgot the number that I said it was and how many I need, so we're gonna grab 5, and I really hope that that's gonna be enough. Let's place down our water bucket. We can kind of just make our way over here, place down a water bucket in the corner, and go along like so. And then there we go. We got that all done. Now we just have to do the walls, which for the walls, I said earlier, I want to do diorite diorite and calcite, so I'm gonna have to go do some more mining again. And yay, I'm so excited. I get to go mine again for a long time for some more blocks. Just kidding. It's not actually that bad. I just like to complain. So let's go empty out our inventory and let's get to work. You know what? Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna quickly go see if I can find some lava so we can get some obsidian. Because if I could get some obsidian, that would help so much. Also, I kind of would like to make some more chests because mine are kind of getting full. Here we go. One more chest. We have 4, which means we can get an whole extra 2 chests, which we'll throw down like that. Throw everything that we don't need in here. We should be good. Let's grab the beef as well. Just so we have enough food. Let's make another diamond pickaxe. I need 3 diamonds, not 2. And then let's go see if we can find some lava. I think we're just going to run down here until we can find something of some sort. We might just like start digging down at a random area and hopefully we can run into something somewhere. Okay, wait, I actually do hear some lava. It kind of sounds like it's this way though. Actually, it might be right above me. I hear it here somewhere. I'm gonna just dig this way. Hopefully we can find something. Okay, there we go. We did find a pool of lava here. This is perfect. We're gonna drop down our water bucket, place down a torch so we can actually see something and just get to work mining all the obsidian up. I'm gonna want like 10, 15, maybe like 16 pieces, honestly. I'm gonna need 3 because I want an enchanting table and I also want 10 at least for a nether portal. There we go. We are up to 16 pieces. I do see some iron, but I'm not that desperate for that. So we're just going to leave it there. We're gonna head back out of here if I can find my way out, which is right here. And then we're gonna go get that enchanting table crafted up, which hopefully we can get some efficiency, or at least 1 or 2, and then we can make the whole process of collecting blocks just a little bit quicker. And then we're gonna grab our books that we have. We have those. We need our diamonds, and then we can craft up ourselves a nice enchanting table. I think it's the 4 like that, and then 2 diamonds and 1 book on top. And I would also kind of like to, get the whole like bookshelf situation fixed. So let's grab some of those. We're gonna just craft all of those up. We are going to throw these on the outside and then the books in the center. Do the same thing again just to get all of those used. And then we're going to put down our little chest right here. Not put it down, but grab it, I guess. And then we're gonna go run up to the house up here. And this is where we're gonna put the enchanting table. I think we're literally just gonna throw it down like right there. And then the chest is gonna go here. And I forgot to grab the lapis. Of course I did. And then we're going to throw down a few bookshelves at a time. So that's level 3. We're gonna need some more. I need to move this though. If I put that right there, did that change at all just by moving that? No, it did not. We're gonna just slightly add a few more in and see what that does. Okay, we got efficiency 2. That is much, much better. We do need lapis though. And there we go. I slowly added stuff. We can do level 24, which will give us efficiency 3. Unbreaking 3, that's actually really, really good. I'm really happy with that. Similar thing here. We're just gonna throw down the rest of the bookshelves in here, and the dark logs in case I need to break some. We're gonna throw a crafting table down in case I need to break some and recraft them. And then we're just gonna throw actually, no, we're not gonna put any of that in there. We're gonna put the lapis in there though. Everything else goes down in these chests down here in my little storage area. And then with the remaining amounts of obsidian, I'm gonna quickly make myself a flint and steel, and then I'm gonna go light a portal and see what we got on the other side. But for that, I kind of would like to upgrade my armor a little bit. I think, honestly, yeah, let's just do that. Let's make an iron helmet. We don't need the scalp armor anymore. We're just gonna throw it up there, let it despawn. And then I swear I remember I got myself a piece of flint, but maybe I didn't because I'm not seeing it anywhere. I guess apparently I just didn't. Let's just grab the 1 piece and let's run over here. I'm sure underwater there's some gravel I can just quickly grab, just like right here. Perfect. We're gonna hop down here, break a few pieces, bring them up to the surface, and then just spam break them. Just replace the 4 down, and then with the shovel go along and break them all out. There we go. We got the flint that we need. We're just gonna go throw the other pieces of gravel in the not in the water, but in my shack. And of course there's a skeleton in the water. I'm gonna have to go deal with him in a second here. Also kind of really want to make myself a diamond sword, so we can do that really quickly. Throw the gravel in there. We're gonna start off with the flint and steel, and then we're gonna make the sword. And now we're gonna quickly, I want to go see what enchant I have on the sword, because if I could get looting, that would be awesome. Looting 1 or 2 would just be perfect. And it looks like I'm not really getting anything great. On my shovel, I'm getting unbreaking 3. What if I broke a few bookshelves? Still sweeping edge 3 there. And what do I get on my shovel? Still unbreaking 3. We're just gonna throw the books in there. I might recraft them later. I'm not sure, but let's just go get this portal made up. Actually, I forgot. There's the skeleton. I don't know how I completely forgot about him already. He has an enchanted bow, which is really scary, but he's not too much of a threat. And then we're just gonna go back here, place down our portal, light it, and then take a look through and and see what we all have. Literally just right here, I'm thinking I need my shovel back. Let me quickly grab that. It's gonna be 2 blocks and then cobblestone, and then it's gonna be 3 and then 2 over, and then just like so, connect it down, and then we'll light it, and then I guess let's grab our shield and we can just hop through. Let's grab some food just in case, and let's just go for it. Okay, this isn't bad. I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's like light rays coming from, oh my gosh, there's just gas. But as I was saying, there's like light rays coming from the soul sand, which is really cool. For this video, I did end up changing my shaders up a little bit, so that's why everything might look a little bit different than it normally does. I guess let's just grab our little pickaxe back. I meant our torches, and I see some biomes that I'm really liking. I see the crimson, which one of my favorite biomes than another. Soul sand is up there as well, and another one I want is a warped forest, which I'm sure will kind of be close if there is a red one. There's also a bastion right there, but I kind of don't really want to worry about that too much. That's really deadly with the brutes in there. Let's just kind of take a look around, see what we all have. This lava is really blinding, I'm not gonna lie. I see another bastion over there, and what about over here? I can't really see unless I kind of place some blocks across and just jumped across to see what I can see. I am not seeing any warped forest here, which is fine. Oh, what is that down there? Actually, it's a structure from my mod pack, and it looks like it's basically like another fortress, just a little worse. But this is kind of cool. We found ourselves a happy gas, but this is not what we're looking for, so let's turn around and kind of explore the other direction a little bit. And this is kind of annoying, but there is a skeleton here that I have to deal with. Oh my gosh, he does so much damage to me. There's also a baby piglin right here, which I'm not a fan of at all. I feel like typically whenever I'm in the nether, I always see a warped forest right next to a crimson forest, so we're gonna go off of that and just kind of go exploring through this forest. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough blocks, but we're just gonna bridge across. Please nothing shoot me, and then we're just gonna kind of make our way through here. This is low-key kind of scary because of how this is all laid out. We're gonna grab out our shield just for the little bit of extra safety, and then we're just gonna parkour over the tops of the trees. Also, there's a baby piglin right here, and I hear a hoglin that I do not like the sound of. I'm gonna keep making my way through here, running around until I can find something that I need. Oh my goodness, yes, I found what I was looking for, a warped forest, and I don't know why I didn't bring some extra pieces or an extra axe with me so I could mine down some of these trees. For some reason, I just wasn't that smart. But that is not my main concern right now. I'm here because I want to try and find some endermen so I can go to the end, and look at that, there is our first one. But there is something I kind of really need, and I'm gonna have to, okay, wait, that broke our axe, which is fine. It just did drop me some logs, which the answer is no, it did not. So we're gonna have to fist some of these so we can get some wood. There we go, we got 9. Let's quickly just craft up a crafting table, throw that down, and then we're gonna make ourselves a boat, which apparently you just can't do with warped. Is there no warped boat? That's so weird. I guess while I'm still here though, I could probably make myself a stone axe just to collect up some stuff and so I don't have to use my fist. And now I don't know where that enderman went. Let's go see if we can find him. Just kind of jump across the trees and then make our way up to where we last saw him. He is right here. We're gonna make ourselves a little canopy so we can't die, and then we're going to hit him really quickly and then run down here to where we're safe, and then no, don't fall off. I just need to kill you. Come here. Here we go. And of course, he does not drop an ender pearl. I guess that is all right. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the worst warped forests I think I've ever seen. Okay, here's another one. I think that this is where they really like to spawn typically. So we're gonna just kind of run around and try and kill some of these. I feel like it would have been way smarter if I would have done this after I had gotten looting. Gonna make myself a, oh, there's actually a bunch of endermen right here, which is good. Gonna make myself a little canopy. Gonna start angering some endermen. Everyone come over here. And that one just placed a block right there. Just stay still. Let me hit you guys. And then please drop me some ender pearls. That's the one thing that I have to ask. It would mean so much to me. It also means so much to me if you guys would subscribe. I would absolutely love that. And then there was another enderman that ran up this way. There he is. I'll anger him. Walk under my little canopy. And I hear another one. Where is he? Let me stare you in the eyes so you can come over here. Okay, there he's on his way. And then, okay, there is a pigman here, so I gotta be a little bit careful. This one only should be like one more hit. Okay, he didn't drop one. What about you? Are you gonna drop me one? And I'm gonna have to anger some more endermen. If I just look him in the eyes, he should come running this way. And then he shouldn't give us any troubles. There we go. We kind of actually an ender pearl, which is super nice. Let's anger that one. Get him to come over here. And there is a baby piglin kind of running towards me, which is okay. Let's just make quick work of this Enderman. Oh my gosh, it hurts so much. And of course, he didn't want to drop one. And then, are there any? I heard an Enderman. Where are you? Let's look you in the eyes. Run down to my canopy where I'm safe. Get you to come down here. And, oh, come back. Okay, there we go. We got another ender pearl. Do not mind if I do. I'm actually getting pretty lucky here. These endermen actually do spawn pretty quick. We're gonna just kind of box ourselves in though, in case some other mob wants to appear. And then we're just going to slowly but surely just hit the enderman until they die. And ow, I accidentally just got hit. I walked a little bit too close. And of course, they just do not drop a single ender pearl. There we go. We just got our 4th ender pearl. I am pretty happy with that. I'm gonna need quite a few more though if I want to go to the end. The drop rates on endermen are so bad. I've never noticed that they were this bad before. And I hear another enderman. I just don't know where he is. That guy has a spear. Nope, I'm running. We're going home and we're gonna come back later. Nope, I'm out of here. I am just out of here. I think that this is the path I took down before. I hear another piglin behind me, but we're just gonna keep running. I need some blocks though. It's only 3, but it should work for now. I don't remember how I got in here to get out of here. It's over there for sure because that actually looks a little bit more stable. There we go. We made it home. We can throw some stuff down into the chest here. A lot of the stuff I don't really need. The dried gas we might put in water just so he can grow up and we might be able to do something with him, but for now I don't really need it. Also, these ender pearls, I don't need them yet. Going to the end is a later project that I want to work on. And then I want to go run underground, get some diorite and calcite for the walls of that build so I can fill that in. And I'm pretty sure I do know exactly where there is a bunch of that. I just have to find my way back to my little tunnel back here somewhere, which should be right here. And then the first little like area has some diorite, and then down farther has the calcite. Probably gonna do mostly diorite because calcite's a lot harder to get, so we're gonna need honestly quite a few stacks of this, but the efficiency 3 that I got is helping so much. Probably gonna go for about like 6 stacks of this and I'll be pretty happy. Honestly, we might just cut out the entire diorite vein though, even though this thing just keeps expanding. That's completely all right though. Do not have to worry about that one bit. There we go. We got a lot of stuff all cut out and I'm pretty happy with it. We have a lot of diorite now, but we also have to go get the calcite now, which should just be right down here a little bit farther, down by that geode. You can kind of see right there. And then time to go through a really long and excruciating process of mining or grinding a bunch more blocks, especially on something like this, because you have to go fully around a circle, and it's not just one big vein, but it'll be worth it because this is one of the best looking blocks you can use in a build, in my opinion. I don't know what it is. If this is matched with like some pale oak, it just looks so good. There we go. We got 3, almost 4 full stacks. I'm pretty happy with that. It should be enough because it's more so just a texture block for the diorite in the walls. And then I guess we could just start filling in these walls. Let's go to the stone cutter. I want some polished diorite. I'm gonna need quite a bit of this, and then we're gonna need the calcite as well. So we're just gonna go around like so and mostly do diorite, but not completely. You're gonna just keep going around, same thing. And I'm kind of curious if I can make this a little bit differently. If I made it go right here, I could do 3, 5, 3. Actually, I feel like that'll look better. Let's try that really quickly. Let's move this over just a few blocks here. So if it's 1, 2, 3, and then if we connect it in like that, it's 3, 5, 3, which makes it a lot more even instead of 5, 3, 3. But then we do need to make a slight adjustment for the windows here. So we're just going to do something like that, and then we're going to cut that out, and it's going to be one big open window, just like so. I've got to do the same thing, fill in this wall, and then once we get to the top, we will move that log over to here, and I'll have to do the same thing on that side. And then we're just going to continue around filling all of this in with the diorite and calcite. We're going to do a window there. That's going to be the door, and then we're going to copy the exact same thing and put another window here. And then, like I was doing already, I need to go make another diamond axe, not pickaxe, because not gonna lie, the stone ones are pretty slow. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 log right here, and then we can fill this in with the diorite and calcite. Same thing again. We're gonna do another big open window like we did on that side, just to kind of keep it semi-symmetrical. And of course, there's another zombie in my field, which means he probably stomped on something. Actually, never mind. Surprisingly, he didn't. Thank you so much, Mr. Zombie. Gotta run back over there. I want to go get a diamond axe because these stone ones just kind of really suck. And then we're gonna make a quick pit stop, intermission type thing, and go see what we have for the enchants. The sword, sweeping edge 3, don't really care about. Unbreaking 3 on the axe, don't really care about. Shovel, unbreaking 3. I think we're gonna do one of them. I just don't know which yet. It's either gonna be the axe or the shovel, and I really hope that it has something else on it, which it does not. That has efficiency 3 though. The sword though is still not that great, but I guess we won't have to worry about our shovel breaking anytime soon. We're gonna throw down our water bucket, climb up here, and then we're gonna move over this little thing just so it connects just like so. So it's right here. We're gonna run it down like that, and then we can fill that in, and then we have to do the same thing on that side. But let's just start by filling this in. Looks like we are out of polished diorite though. Let's throw down our water bucket. We can come down here, get a little bit more polished diorite. I'm just gonna do 2 more stacks, come back up here, and then let's just get to work. I could also use some dirt for some scaffolding, not gonna lie, but oh well. Grab some extra calcite that I have, and then let's just fill that in. I guess I did make this one too short, so it needs to be 5 tall and 5 tall on both. So instead of 9, I gotta go 10. I at least know that now for future builds, but it'll still look really good. I'm gonna do another 3 window right there, so it's gonna be like that. And then I also kind of want to change this log so it's not pointing straight up. And throw the water bucket down. Of course, I missed, but we're gonna have to go all the way around with the water buckets, just going around and placing the stuff in like so. And once I get to this side, it gets a little bit easier because we have, you know, the trees to stand on as we place it in. I think we're gonna do 1 small window right there, and then we're gonna jump across and do the exact same thing as we did over there. I need to break out that center block. Nope. Okay, that's fine. It fell down. We can go get it a little later. And I gotta move these logs over. I'm pretty sure one of them fell down, which it does look like it did, which I do not like, but that's fine. I don't know why I did this wall. I'm gonna have to break it out anyways, so we can get the window. Then we're gonna have to hop down here. Might as well grab the blocks that fell and go find that log. And I'm pretty sure it actually took out my field. Never mind, it didn't. That's a surprise. I don't know how it didn't, because I swear it went down over here. I'm not seeing my block though, so we're just gonna, don't mind me. If I crouch and break that, it should work just fine. And then we can place my water bucket. I'm gonna kind of make a little wall right here so we don't have to worry about a thing. Place that down so it doesn't flow over into my field. Place that in, and then we're going to fill this in like so. Oh yeah, it's very close to taking out my field, but it's not. We're good. Okay, well, at least I needed to pick it, so that's fine. Drop down the water bucket one last time and fill in this last little section. There we go. We got that all filled in. I'm pretty happy with that. I do want to kind of, you know, fill that in, so we're gonna have to go up there and do that really quick. Before I do that though, I want to come down here, quickly grab everything before it despawns, because you never know how long till it despawns. And I want to at least get this replanted, and then oh, maybe I shouldn't, because I'm gonna have to water bucket. Actually no, I'll just go from the inside and it'll be fine. So let's quickly get that all replaced in. I did miss some wheat here though, and we're gonna come in here, place a block there so the water can't escape, and then we're gonna place our water bucket down so we can just climb our way up to the tippy top. But now I have to go get myself a brand new bucket. And there we go. We got it all done. This top part, though, does need some work. But before I do that, I want to kind of fill in some windows, do some interior work, like adding in a floor, and obviously also adding in some torches, because it is really, really dark in here right now, and I need to get some doors on here so I don't have to worry about any mobs. But for the doors, though, I'm going to need 2 polished diorite stairs, and I can throw one in like that. It just adds a little bit more depth to the doorways, just like so. And then I'm going to obviously need some doors, and then I need a bunch of glass. So let's go see what I got over here. We got 40 glass here. I want to make sure though that I don't have any glass panes. I guess I got 3 right there. If I have extra sand, I should probably get that cooking up. Like these 34 pieces. Let's just throw that in there. Let's turn all of this into some glass panes. There we go. Now let's go fill that in. Also, I need something for the flooring, which is going to be spruce, and I don't actually think I have much spruce left. I can craft a little bit more up there. Actually, I really hope that this will be enough. It's 2.5 stacks. That should be good. Let's go over there, finish out this house really quickly, and then I want to start my next project, which is the one I'm most excited for. And since it's raining, it means the light levels are a lot lower, so the mobs are spawning in the forest a lot more. So let's just quickly get all of these windows filled in so I'm not getting harassed 24/7. There we go. Now I need to get the doors on, but I completely forgot to grab some doors. Let's go run back. I think I want to do oak because I want it to be a little bit different than the dark oak and the diorite. And then let's just wait. I need to quickly replace that, throw the door in, and oh, this is gonna suck to do the flooring. Actually, I forgot that I made the same mistake I did on my last build where it's just floating, so I have to fully break it out, and it's gonna be really, really like bad because I can't fall down there. And I'm gonna still have to fill all of this in yet, which is really unfortunate. I should probably fill in this. I should break 2 blocks, fill it in, break another 2 blocks, and then fill all of that in. It's probably gonna be the most effective and safest way, even though, I mean, it's not really dangerous to do this. It's just gonna take me a lot longer because I have to like very slowly do it instead of doing it all in one go. There we go. We got the entire flooring done, but I want to come down here, collect all this dirt up because this is really precious to me and I don't want to really lose it all. Now we're gonna have to get up there to do all of those. So we're gonna do a slight spiral staircase going around. I'm gonna try and not waste so many slabs, but I'm kind of struggling here. Want it to be this level right here, and I'm just gonna kind of like jump around, place a bunch of blocks just to get this all placed in and around. Okay, honestly, so far I'm really liking how this entire area is coming together. I do want to come over here, pick the entire field, but we got that house. We have this house. This one I'm really proud of. This one's definitely a house. It's just not up there for me. Not one of my favorites, but I do want to make another build right there. Also, there's this little shack, which, I mean, I feel neutral about it. It's a small little shack. It was just basically a starter hut. I honestly think once I'm done picking this, I will not have to do it for a very, very long time again. We'll be getting so much wheat that I just do not think any more will be necessary. And oh my goodness, I'm getting so many extra seeds. I don't want to throw them out in case I want to make an extra field later down the line, but I'm getting so many, and I'm also getting so many wheat. But I do kind of want to expand the carrots a little bit, so all of those are going to come out, and then we're going to pick all of these. I think every carrot, yeah, all my carrots that I had were done, and then this entire bottom area will probably be filled in with carrots. Never mind, not quite. I have a little bit more, and then let's go quickly empty out our inventory, make something with all the wheat. We might either do some hay bales or some bread, which I don't actually need bread, so probably hay bales, or better yet, we'll probably just throw it in the chest how I have it in my inventory right now. I'm not gonna lie, I don't need a lot of this stuff. The wheat seeds, the wheat is another one. All this calcite and diorite don't really need anymore. I think that's everything. I guess I could probably get started on my next build. Let me just quickly grab some blocks for it. Actually, I think for this next build, I want to go back to spruce. So let's grab our sticks. Let's grab some cobblestone. We are going to have to go craft, or not craft, but farm up some spruce wood. Let's get about 5 axes. Throw the rest of everything else in there. And let's go across the river to where I have my spruce trees. And then just like normal, it's 1 stone axe per tree. So there's 1. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. Here's number 4. And the last one being number 5. And now what we're going to do is just kind of go around, combine these axes. So like these 2 together, this one could do a whole extra tree, especially one of this size. So let's chop that down. And if I combine these 2, that's basically another full axe. So then we'll chop down another one. And then we have to do that all over again. I think these 2 should work for another full tree. And I think that's actually all of the spruce trees, which it is. That is perfect. Now we're just going to combine those 2. And now we can replant all of the saplings. I just got to go around, collect all the wood, all the saplings, all the sticks, everything like that. And then we'll be good. I got all this planted and I was coming back and it looks like there is something that does not like me too much. Why is it to be a baby one? I feel like that makes it so much worse, and I did not get lucky. He did not drop his trident. I don't even know if baby zombies can drop their tridents, to be honest, but he is dealt with now. I have that house done. I got the spruce. Everything is done. We are going to start my next build, and then I just want to put it over here. Like, there's that house. Everything else is over there, but I want to do a tower. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna place a block down right about there-ish. There we go. 1, 2, 3 right there, and then I want it to be even, so we're gonna go just like that. It's gonna be a pretty small tower, and then I'm not exactly sure how tall I want all of this, so we are just going to start bringing this up until I roughly think it looks good. I obviously want it to be taller than all of the trees, so a few more, probably right around here, I think is where we're gonna try. I'm not gonna try and water bucket clutch. We're just gonna jump in the water because that is really, really tall. Honestly, I think I might just drop down a water bucket right there just in case I fall because I'm low-key kind of scared. But we are gonna just keep bringing this all the way up to be in line. It might have to go taller than this yet. I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm thinking what we're going to do, chop this down a few blocks. I want to do a little like overhang or balcony like right here on this level, and then maybe we'll bring it a little bit taller just for like the roof. So like right around there, and then we're gonna hop down into the water and do the same thing all over again. There we go. We got that tower started. I think I kind of want to do one taller at least because it's like barely taller than trees right now. And for the walls, I'm gonna want to do cobblestone. So let's go see what we have in the chest. I think we should have a bunch. I haven't really used much of it, but I'm not 100% sure sure. Let's see what we got. We got a stack right here. We got 8 more. Then over here, we got another stack in 20. And we actually do not have that much cobblestone at all. That is not good, but that is completely fine. We don't need that much. I do want to grab a few more stacks of spruce logs, just like so. And then let's go back over there and get to work filling all of this in. And then just to be safe, we're going to kind of just like walk around, place a bunch of water buckets around the area so I don't accidentally like, you know, fall in. I think this should be good. If I fall anywhere without water now, that would be kind of embarrassing. And then we're just going to start filling in the walls. I want the door to be right here, and then we're just going to keep bringing this all the way up. I'm gonna want to do some windows, probably honestly one right there. I should probably go grab the windows as well so I can just do them right away, I suppose. And we're gonna do the same thing going all the way up. We're gonna do windows like that, and then we're gonna do like a 2 or 3 block gap between each window. I think 3, honestly. And then so it should be 1, 2, and then we should have another window right here, which actually lines up perfectly with this would be the floor. And then we're gonna drop down here to where it's safe in the water, and then we are going to start bringing this up again. I think we're just gonna make a small little staircase here to do this side first, and then it should be a window right here, so we'll go up 2, connect that in, and then the same thing once again, connect that in, and then that should be the flooring. And now if I drop down here, this should be water. I would cry if that wasn't water, I'm not gonna lie. And then we are going to do the same thing, just start building this all the way up, connect a window in there, and then just go up until we are at the same level. Do the 2, the 3, connect that over, and then keep going up just like so until we reach that level. And then there we go. That is what we have so far. I want to bring all of these at least up 1 more just for the roof's sake. These are all just 1 too short. Hey, we got a wandering trader spawn in as well, which is really nice. We can do that. And then I think I'm gonna want, I did not mean to make that many planks. Oh my goodness, that was an accident. And honestly, I have an idea. If I do this, I think that this will look so much better for the little area where you can walk out here. Because if you think about it, it's not gonna be 1 full block. I thought about doing slabs, but this just gives it a little bit more shape. Then we're just gonna bring this all the way around until we connect back into that side, and then we'll have to figure out somehow to do a railing. And then for the roof, we're gonna do a pretty similar thing. We're gonna just kind of walk a bunch. I did not mean to place that like that, but we're gonna walk these stairs all the way around just like so. There we go, we got that. I do want to kind of, you know, figure out everything. I think I'm gonna do a ladder somewhere in the middle here to just kind of bring us up and down, and then I'm gonna have to probably bring slabs out for fences around the rest of it, but I need to get down from here. So let's just hop in the water, and I did not mean to pick up those leaves. Just gonna throw those out. We don't need them. Let's quickly go to sleep because it's nighttime and I see so many mobs gathering in the forest. I'm gonna quickly come in here. We're gonna need a bunch of sticks, which I'm pretty sure I have so many from all of my tree cutting endeavors. And then we are going to just quickly craft up a bunch of these spruce fences. We're also going to need, honestly, quite a few slabs. By quite a few, I mean like a stack is more than enough. I think, oh, I need some ladders. I need to make some ladders so I can get all the way up to the top. I'm hoping that that'll make enough, but I do not think it will, but we'll try it. And I'm pretty sure I just heard a baby zombie. I think the baby zombie assaulted the llamas, but not the wandering trader, so that's kind of cool. And what do you have? You do have some pale oak logs, which I honestly would kind of like, but I don't have a need for right now. Jungle saplings. Honestly, none of that's too good. We're just gonna hop in here really quickly, and then we are going to throw up a pillar in the center and just start bringing this all the way up. This is honestly one of the hardest things I've ever done, having to place blocks and put ladders on them as I'm going up. I don't know what it is. It's just really hard. And then we're gonna fill this in with the slabs, even though I can't put one right there, but that's okay. And then with the slabs, we're just gonna go out 1 extra block so we can put some fences on this one. There we go, we got that on. Now we can take our spruce fences and just kind of bring them all the way around, and then we'll take a step back and see how this looks. Okay, now that's not exactly how I wanted that to look. I feel like it just goes out so far, but I don't know how to do it really differently. So I guess for now, we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna work on the roof up here. And then I think for the sides, I would like to do something kind of like this, just like so. Oh, maybe I'm gonna see if I can push it back another block. Actually, let's quickly break this all down, and if I start going up from right here, connect. Oh, I did not mean to place it like that. Break that, and then I can do something like this, and then I can do something similar, just like so on this side, and then we'll see how this looks. I take a step back. Honestly, I don't hate that. Let's try doing it on this side as well. It's gonna have to be, ooh, this is gonna be slightly confusing, but that's okay. If we do an upside down stair like so, we can just go all the way up into the center, and then the same thing on this side. And I think we're just gonna kind of connect these in just like so. I did not mean to place that one like that. I want it to be kind of like straight across. I have no idea if that makes any sense or not. I'm kind of just winging it for this roof because it's something I've never done before. And then we're gonna just craft up a crafting table because I'm out and we need to make some more stairs. And we don't need too many, just a few more. Okay, there we go. I got that roughly to how I want that to be. We might cut out these corners though. Let's try that real quick. Let's hop up here. If we cut out these corners, how does this look? Take a step back. Actually, that helps a lot because it doesn't look so smooth. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna keep cutting out the rest of these and then we'll hop back up there and finish out this roof. I'm thinking for the center, we're gonna do something. I need another slab. I need to place on the crafting table again. I need another slab right there. And then I think something like that. And then maybe a lantern on top of that, I'm thinking. When we take a step back, I actually am really liking how this is turning out. Obviously, there's some other stuff that probably should be done to the bottom of this tower, but that's a later me problem. For now, the only thing I want to work on is just connecting in this roof. And now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the because it's open right now. I don't feel like it should be open. I need something, and I was experimenting with like a spruce wall finish, like I will show you guys real quick, and I don't hate it, but I feel like it kind of needs something else, like a different color. So I'm gonna go get some dark oak slabs and we're gonna see how that looks. Also, while we're going down, we're gonna add some windows in to every one of these places if I can place them. Oh my goodness, there we go. We got it filled in with a dark oak, which it's kind of hard to tell now because it's becoming nighttime, but I think I like that way more. I kind of want to do one small thing though by adding in some windows here and do the exact same thing right here. Fill all of this in and then put a glass pane, and there we go. That's what it looks like in daytime, and I actually really like the look of this tower so far. Obviously, I need to add some stuff to like the windows down here, which I will show you guys exactly what I want to do with that. I just need to do a little bit of crafting. I need some sticks if I can find any, and then we're also going to need quite a bit of spruce, which we do have. We're going to need some trapdoors. We're going to need some more spruce though, and then the other thing we're going to need is some fence gates. I don't think I need 16. I only should need about 8. I take that back. I need a lot more. I just did the math for it. I am way underestimating. I need like over 18. So let's grab all these. We are going to go add some shutters to all of these windows. Grab the trapdoors, grab the water bucket, and then we are just going to go up like so. And then we're just going to do this exact design on all of them. We're probably going to need to like grab our water bucket, move it up here, and then trapdoor. And now I have to do that on every side. But since I'm up here, it's going to be easier just to do these top ones first. So let's grab the water bucket. I'm falling. I have to open that because I closed it on accident, and then I have to go around and do the exact same thing on all of these sides. I definitely do not have enough trapdoors either, which is quite unfortunate. I'm gonna drop down a fence gate and then a trapdoor just like so, and then we're gonna go down another layer. That is not where I meant to place that. I'm gonna stand on top so it's a little bit easier, and then we're gonna place the trapdoor on the window with the trapdoor. Okay, wait, I messed that one up. I'm gonna place that one. Wait, can't get it. There we go. And then we're gonna go around again. So we need our water bucket. The one right above me is done. Let's just throw down the trapdoor, or not the gate, and then the trapdoor. I can't believe I'm saying these all wrong. We're gonna drop that and then that on top, and then quickly come down here and do the same thing. I still have to do all the ones on the front, but those should be really easy. And then this one I can just reach from the floor. There we go. And then I only have, actually I did all the ones on the front, so there we go. We added a little bit of something to like the base of the tower. It just adds a lot of shape. Some other things I want to do though is replace all of the flooring in here so you can actually like use it. If I have some slabs, that is what ideally I would like to use. These front blocks though, I'm going to use just full spruce planks because I might end up water bucket clutching down here, and that would not be fun on spruce or on a slab. And then now that I got most of this done, there's something else I need to do. I need to get the stairs for the door, plus I need to get a door, and I need to clean up all this water. I don't really need it anymore. I'm not really doing any dangerous work on the sides, so it'll be better if it's just all gone. Also, these blocks that I placed are also gonna have to go. I don't know if this is gonna go down. Okay, it's going down. There should be another water bucket somewhere, and then there's only one more farther back. There we go. We should have all of the water cleaned up perfectly. Then I can finish up the front of this tower. I'm gonna take a cobblestone. We're gonna make ourselves a nice cobblestone stair to throw in right there. And then I also thought I grabbed an oak door, which I did, which we're gonna put right there. And then I'm going to also just connect this in so we have a nice walkway connecting all of our builds, which actually, speaking of, we don't have one going over here. I should really get that done. I need a few spruce slabs. So let's throw down our crafting table, craft up about 12 of those. That should be plenty. There we go. We got this all connected in. We have everything path blocked and turned into slabs. I think we're going to do something like that a little bit just to kind of even that out a little bit more. Also, this looks kind of weird. We're going to add a few blocks in there and then maybe 2 right there. And now everything is actually 100% together and combined. And now I think my next goal is I kind of want to get looting on my sword so I can get, you know, some ender pearls because I really do want to go beat the ender dragon, which unfortunately we're getting kind of unlucky. I'm going to have to figure out how to make a grindstone. We're going to enchant that. I actually got pretty decent enchants on that. I probably should have not done that. Let me craft a grindstone really quick. Okay, after a quick Googling, I just realized what you need is you need 1 slab, you need some sticks, and then some wood, I'm pretty sure. So, I don't actually know if I have any sticks. Let's quickly check all of these chests. I do not. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna craft 2 of those. I think it's 1 stone slab in the middle, and then it should be 2 sticks, and then 2 planks right below that. There we go. We got a grindstone. Also, my inventory is so full. I need to clean this out. This is so painful. And then we're just gonna throw that down right there, and we are going to grindstone my sword. We got sweeping edge 3. Okay, that is not that great. We're gonna enchant, I guess, this really quickly. Let's get efficiency 2 on my axe. That's gonna be pretty good. We got band of arthropods, knockback 1. Okay, that is not what I'm wanting. What about this? If I can actually get efficiency 2. Let's just grab unbreaking 1 though. It's fine. Band of arthropods, sharpness 2. I mean, I guess that would be nice, but I really want looting. I did not get what I was really hoping for. Okay, you know what we're gonna do actually? We're gonna keep this like so. We're gonna go craft up a stone sword. I actually have the stuff on me to do so. We're gonna throw in a stone sword to just, I guess, roll and chance. Just gonna throw this in. Sharpness 1. Don't want that. We're just going to remove it and then do it again until eventually I can actually get looting. I don't know if you can get looting with this bad of one, which I'm starting to think it's not possible because I'm getting so unlucky. Got smite. No, still nothing. Let's try this again. I'm gonna run out of enchanting levels here shortly. I guess let's just keep doing this until I run out of levels. I hopefully will find some at some point. I should really buy or make a second store. Okay, we got looting too. We just need a lot of XP levels, which is fine. I think I should be able to do that. I'm just gonna go to the nether, mine some nether quartz, and I should be there really, really quickly. I'm gonna throw all of this extra stuff in here that we don't need, and let's just quickly head to the nether. And then we're gonna have to go around in here and just try and find myself a bunch of nether quartz to mine, which I'm not seeing any close to my spawn, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's all right. We have explored a decent amount of this nether before. We can run around and find some to mine. Good thing about these low levels is you go through them so quickly, just like a few blocks, and I'm basically through 2 levels already. Now, granted, I don't know where to go from here to find more. Okay, wait, I see some over there. That's actually really big vein, so I think I'm gonna head there. I'm not gonna lie. So this biome is great because you get a lot of bone blocks, but one thing that really, really sucks is you cannot find any quartz in it. So it's really like 50-50. Whatever you prefer is what you like get. I'm gonna go over there though. I feel like I remember seeing another waste biome. Also, I'm gonna have to find myself a good old fortress for some other for the blaze powders so I can go to the end. I'm not gonna lie, the sharpness 2 that I got added to my sword is pretty nice. I don't actually remember how many hits it took to kill one before, but I'm killing them in 2 shots now, which is super, super nice. At least it feels like it's saving me time, so I'm gonna be pretty happy with it. Found some more right here though. It's so quick to go through these early levels because the nether quartz just drops so much. There we go. We're already up to level 15, almost level 16. Actually, we're quite a bit off from level 16, but I do see another waste biome. That's perfect. That's the exact biome I'm wanting to see right now. There we go. We are at 22 levels. That's as much as we need. Now I'm just trying to find myself another fortress so we can get that done and out of the way. I think all I need is like 7 blaze rods or something like that. I'm just going to kind of keep running through the nether until hopefully I can find something of use. And the something of use is definitely going to be a nether fortress. In all my previous videos, I've been really, really lucky in finding it basically on the spawn like of the nether portal. This time though, not so much. Not so much at all. And there is some lava here. I almost jumped in that hole. There's a lot of quartz over here actually. See, this biome is so much better for quartz, but the other one has the bone block, so it's like, what do you truly want? Okay, I found myself a nice fortress, but I'm hearing blazes, and one of them just shot me, and I'm not really a fan of it. Okay, right down here is where it connects in. I'm just gonna hop down here. I'm gonna get my shield out and ready, and then I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, I don't like this, because blazes can really hurt. I'm like 99% sure that there is a full spawner right here. I do not want to get lit on fire. I need to be careful. Let me block off the source of that. There we go. Okay, we should be good. And then we're gonna just kind of slowly bring my way down here. And oh my goodness, there are so many blazes right here. We're gonna turn around and try and go this way. Okay, I made it down here safely. And now I'm just gonna run over here and try and kill them all one at a time. Okay, wait. This is fine. This is fine. I just need myself a little safety area. Okay, I did get one blaze rod. That's good. And we're gonna make a little... Oh, oops, that's not good. Okay, we're gonna kind of block these two areas up so no wither skeletons or anything can sneak behind me. And then we're gonna just like make ourselves a little cover right here just so we're a little bit safer. Run down here. Ow, that really hurts. We're gonna make ourselves some more cover right here. I want to eat some more food before we go back out there. Never mind. This one just decides he wants to appear right in front of me. Not gonna lie, some snowballs right now would be great. Okay, I got one down. The sharpness 2 is honestly really helping. Okay, I'm being assaulted by like 14 different places. No, we're gonna run back. We're gonna run back. We're gonna run out of here. Back to somewhere where it's a little bit safer. Eat some food, heal up a little bit, and then I guess we'll go back in there. We got 2 blaze rods so far, which is not bad at all. It's a lot easier with the sharpness 2. They go down so much quicker. Like, there we go. We're up to 5 blaze rods. I think we only need 2 more, if we're gonna be honest. And we have a full spawner right here. I think I just saw number 6 drop, and yeah, we got 6, not a 7th one yet though. That's okay. I think we have a good setup right now. We got the sharpness 2. We're gonna go for a little bit longer than just 7. I think we're gonna try and go for about 10ish just to be safe. We're actually getting pretty lucky drops. We're up to 9 already. We only want 1 more, and then I will be leaving. Ow. Okay, I'm just getting assaulted by fireballs right now. There is the 10th one. I would like to kill the rest of them though because they're spawned here. Might as well. I don't see any harm in doing that. And yeah, we got up to 12. That's plenty. We're gonna head on out of here and back to the nether portal, which I'm not gonna lie is quite a long way. So this is definitely gonna take me a minute to get back there, and I won't make you guys go through that. I will just see you as soon as I make it back to the base. Okay, finally, there we go. We are fully back to the overworld. And now we can do some enchanting like we wanted to do because I really want to go to the end. So we're going to come in here. We're going to honestly... Okay, I know I need to go make another diamond sword, but I know we have it right now. I want to see if I can bring it up to level 30 and get a better enchant. But we're going to need a second sword. So I think I don't actually have any sticks on me, but I have some wood I can just use to craft that. Here we go. Let's craft that diamond sword. And now we can enchant it. But first, we are going to want to place down the bookshelves. Okay, so right now we got looting 2 for 22. If we throw down 2 more bookshelves, is it still looting 2? It is. I'm gonna throw down 1 more right there. Now it's looting 3. I'm gonna throw down 1 more right there. That should be max level enchant. We might as well do it. Let's get looting 3, and of course that's all we get. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna complain. That's still, I'm still really happy with that. And one last thing I would like to do is I'll kind of upgrade some of my armor to some diamond gear because we're gonna be doing the dragon fight, and I would just like to be a little bit safer. Unfortunately, all we have is 11 diamonds, so we're gonna make, you know, the 1 chest plate, and I guess that's all we're getting. I'm not gonna lie, the highest level enchant is kind of not that great, so we're gonna take out some of those. It's thorns 1. We don't want that. We're just going to get protection 1 for now. Get rid of that. If I could get protection 2 or 3. 2. Okay, that's not bad. Let's grab that. Gonna put that on, and then all of my iron armor, I would also just like to see if I can enchant it decently as well. Unbreaking 2. No. Protection 2. That is pretty good. I think we'll probably grab the protection 2 on the boots. I should make new ones though because I have so much iron. Also, while I'm at it, I kind of would like to make myself an anvil as well. I'm gonna make myself the helmet though, and then the pants, and then we're gonna need 3 iron blocks, which I think... Wait, let me just grab it all back. We're just gonna make 3 of them. It's gonna be easiest this way. And then it should be 3 iron blocks, and then 4 iron ingots, just like so. And then we are going to enchant the boots, get the protection 2. What do we have on here? Ooh, we have protection 3 if we can get a little bit more levels, which would be really nice. I think I'm going to want to do that. Let's throw on the armor. Is there another way I can get some XP? I don't want to go back to the nether. Actually, wait, I might have some stuff to smelt down here. Okay, I have some slight ideas. We're gonna throw the diamonds in there. We don't really need them anymore. And the quartz, and basically just everything I don't need is just gonna go in this chest, which is a lot of stuff. But my idea for some getting some XP is I'm pretty sure I saw some cows and stuff around. We're gonna grab these and go see if we can find some. Also, the other thing I had in mind, I had 2 pieces of iron. We might as well get that cooking, and then for the rest, we might go down and go fish or go mining. Or actually, wait, fishing would actually be another great method. But if I could find some cows somewhere out here in the forest, I know for a fact I did see some before. I just don't know if it's gonna be easy to find them again. Like, there's some chickens, but I don't have any seeds on me. Like right here, we have 1 cow. Where would your friend be? I'm pretty sure they always spawn in groups, so there should be one close by, at least I hope. Here he is. Come with me, Mr. Cow. I got you something. I'm gonna introduce you to my friend. You're gonna love him, I promise. Both of you, come here. No, come down here. I know you want some wheat. Let me feed you, and then let me feed you, and then they should do everything I need. And I get some XP, which isn't a lot. I think I'm just gonna go into the river and swim around and kill some fish. Also, there's a zombie here. I guess that's a little bit of free XP, but I think fishing's gonna be the most effective. Hopefully there's actually some fish in the water. You know, I'm really not finding any fish in the water here, which is really unfortunate because I don't know where they would be. They shouldn't be able to spawn here. I just don't know why they're not. Like, I'm looking down there and I'm not seeing a single fish. Maybe I guess mining is gonna be the best method. Aha! I found some fish right here. We're just gonna quickly go through. I only see 3 of them for now, which is kind of unfortunate, but I do see some more over there. Perfect. And a bunch of squids. This is exactly what I'm looking for. This is good. There's actually only 3 fish, which is really unfortunate, but there are so many squids. I don't know why there's so many squids. I feel like squids never really spawn that frequently. Also, squids, when they get hit, they like go really, really quick. So I'm gonna wait for him to do his little dive thing, and then he's gonna go again, and he got so far away. Okay. They're so much harder to kill than the fish. I can one-shot the fish. These ones actually take like 2 shots, and they try and like get away from you. You know what? I give up on the squids. They're way too hard to kill for not enough XP. If I could just find a bunch of fish, that's what I would ideally want. You know what? We're just gonna go back. Might as well go down quickly mining. If we could just find some iron and copper, we can just smelt that up, and that should get us there, I think, because that gives a lot of XP. Also, I see 2 more cows. Come here, you guys. I have some wheat, and I know you're hungry. There we go. That will give me a little bit of a boost. Not too much, but not too little. I'm gonna grab out our torches, and right here, this is exactly what I mean. I just need like a bunch of ores like this to smelt, and this will give me some really good XP. And lucky for me, getting copper is so easy because it just spawns in abundance, and no one wants it, so it's just left here. And even better yet, redstone is exactly what I'm looking for because this automatically just drops me XP. And of course, it's only 1 piece when I need it most. I do see some gold down here though. That will give me, I think, quite a bit. I think when it smelts down, it gives me more. Actually, it was just 1 piece. Okay, never mind. I'm just running around, you know, trying to get some XP, and I'm being assaulted by a bunch of mobs. Please go away, creeper. I also have a zombie sprinting at me, and there's also a skeleton that was shooting me earlier. He's right around that corner over there, so I'm not too excited, but I do see some lapis up here. We're gonna mine this. Hopefully, this will get us really close to level 25, which it didn't. That's unfortunate. Never mind. I'm gonna try and collect up as much of this copper as possible since it drops so much of it, and I think it smelts for good XP. Also, there's an enderman right there. I need ender pearls, so this is a great excuse. Also, these mobs are just harassing me, and I'm not a fan. I think I'm gonna make myself just a little bit of a canopy right here. There's actually multiple endermen here. That's really, really nice. Can I stop having all of these zombies come up to me, please? We are just going to quickly come up in here. I'm gonna make myself a little area where I'm safe. And of course, why did that creeper do that? Why did he do that like that? Okay, that was scary, but that's okay. We're safe now. I'm gonna look him in the eyes so he gets angry, and then I'll run down here, and of course I'm being shot at. And then why did you run away? Hopefully the skeleton doesn't come over to me. Let me just kind of get the enderman over here. Please be lucky. Okay, perfect. Wait, I should be killing them with the looting 3 sword. I forgot I had this on me. But before I get the next one over here, I have to deal with this skeleton first because he's being really annoying. And then we're gonna look him in the eyes, run back to my safety, which is kind of far. I don't know why I did that so far away from my little area. And then wait for him to walk around the corner. There you are. If I stand right here, he should come right in front of me. There it is. Perfect. Don't mind me. I'm just going to keep hitting you with my looting 3 sword, and you better drop me some ender pearls. Oh yeah, there we go. We got 2. We are up to 7. That is actually really, really good. And look at that. There's another enderman up here. This is perfect. We're gonna make ourselves our little canopy again, just like so. I don't think there's any other mobs around. We're gonna hit him. Stand right here where we're safest. I don't know if he can hit me for 1 block or not. Okay, there we go though. We're up to 6. Actually, wait, that's insane. We got 3 from that 1 enderman drop. That means we are up to, I think, 10 ender pearls, and if we're lucky enough, that should be enough. Also think there are some tropical fish in here, which is kind of cool. Those are my favorite fish type in the game. I just wish you could cook them and they ate for good food, but you can't. I'm seeing some more copper though. We're just gonna get all of this melted up. I guess I could use the copper for some building because they do look pretty good. I'm just kind of really lazy, and I'm probably not gonna do that. I mean, honestly, if I could find another enderman to spawn, that would be fantastic because then I don't have to go back to the nether, and I don't like the nether. The nether is honestly scarier than the end. I think I have enough ores that when I smelt it, I should hopefully get enough XP. So I think we're gonna head back up. But the one problem here is that I'm wanting to find another enderman, and I'm not getting that lucky. Find literally just 1 enderman is all I'm asking for, and I feel like I've been here before. This feels really, really familiar. I think that this is the cave that I first went mining in on the start of the video. Then we might as well get everything cooking up because we might as well, I guess, throw the other copper in there, and then my inventory is so full. Let's just throw everything I don't need into here. Let's see, where are my other ender pearls? I know I have them somewhere in here, right there. So I have 10. If I get really, really lucky, I could get into the portal. Granted, I don't think that's gonna gonna happen. I'm gonna grab my blaze rods. I'm going to wait for all of that to cook up, and then I'll do some enchanting. Then we'll probably head to the nether and get the last few ender pearls we need, and then I guess we can go find ourselves the end portal. I think a lot of stuff should be done. I did grab some of the iron already, and we got a lot of copper. Okay, there we go. We are at level 26, plus we have all of that yet. There we go. I think we're good. Let's go finish up the enchanting I was doing earlier. And of course, I put all my lapis down in my little storage shed, so I gotta go back down here, find that, and then I can do the enchanting. There we go. We got the protection 3 pants, we got the protection 2 helmet, and then the protection 2 boots, plus we have protection 2 diamond chestplate. I feel decently safe. Now we're gonna throw down the anvil, and we're gonna combine these 2 swords. Which way is cheaper? Definitely this way. I prefer 4 levels over 14. And now I guess that means that I'm gonna have to go back into the nether to do the rest of the ender pearls. Let me quickly empty up my inventory. I want to grab a stack of dirt just so I have a block, and then let's just go for it. Let's go back to the nether, see how many more endermen we can find and kill. And oh my goodness, why is there just a pig chilling on the inside of my portal? That's kind of weird, but that is not the problem at hand. I need to traverse my way through the nether to the warped forest so I can find some of those endermen. Thankfully, they're not too far, but that is going to be a slight problem. And it's just this way. We're going to run across. He's going to shoot me, but that's fine. I have my newly enchanted gear. Oh my gosh, there are some piglins and some hoglins, and I'm scared. Jump across to over here. And okay, this guy is in my way. I don't know where the hoglin is, but that thing is terrifying. I cannot make that jump. Get away, get away, get away. I'm trying to not be shot at. Okay, we are not going to survive that. My armor is actually doing a pretty good job of protecting me, though. We can kill him really easily. And then we're just going to go this way and make my way all the way up and around. I got to break a block through here. And then this one is the one that's going to hurt. Why are you? Oh, that's why you're running that way. Okay, I'm going to ignore him. Here we go. We are at the warped forest after a little bit of a hike. And now I just have to find myself some endermen. Speaking of, there are 2 literally right here. I'm going to just hop into the wall, hit him once. Oh, he was not supposed to fall there. I really do not have to kill all that many endermen because like 1 enderman was dropping me like 2 to 3 pearls, which is really nice. No, come back here, come back here. Let me just hit you, just stay there. And they really don't do that much damage, and I already have 18 pearls. I think that's enough. I'm gonna look that one in the eye so he comes over here. I want to make sure I get a little extra just in case. We're up to 19. I could probably call it good here, but I do want a few more. That one unfortunately only dropped 1, which is fine, and I'm really not seeing it anymore. I think I'm just gonna go. I have plenty. I don't really need ender pearls for anything else besides this. So actually there's one. I just heard him. Where'd he go? I hear him right down here somewhere. Okay, maybe I don't. I hear him, but I think he's above me, so I might as well go up because that's the direction I came from. Yeah, I see him right here. I'm gonna just kind of dig myself a nice little hole in the wall, and then I'm gonna connect this in, look him in the eyes so he gets angry, and if I sit here he should show up right in front of me. At least I'm really hoping. I don't know where he went. I think he's stuck, which I'm not a fan of because I do not want to fight an enderman normally. Just gonna start running this way, dig myself into the wall where I'm a little bit safer. Okay, where are you at? You're down there. Why are you down there? Come up here. You can teleport. I know you can. Okay, I'm gonna hit him once, and then... Oh, he pulled the block out from underneath me. Nope, we're going into the wall. Okay, he teleported right behind me. That is not fun. There we go. We got a few more. Let's just get out of here now. I should have plenty. I just gotta figure out where I came from, because I'm not gonna lie, I do not remember. See, now this is what I was afraid of. There is a hoglin right here, and I do not like that. Now, I don't know where I came from exactly. I know it's like... Okay, I see some blocks, so that's a good sign. And yeah, right there is where I came from. We're just gonna stay on top of the trees where it's safe. Oh my gosh, I hear a piglin behind me. Okay, there's a hoglin. This one's a piglin, but that one's not nearly as threatening. Just gonna keep making our way down here. Almost home free. There is something behind me. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's just a piglin. And he has a crossbow. That is definitely the weakest piglin there is. And then I believe my portal should be right down there. I don't remember how to get down there though. I definitely just saw the obsidian. I think I can just probably drop down here like this. And of course, there is a skeleton always just waiting around every corner. Here we go. We got everything. Let's go back to the overworld. And then before I go for the end fight, I want to grab a few things. I'm going to want to grab a second water bucket just for safety. I'm going to bring a bunch of different blocks. We're good there. I have the ender pearls, the blaze rods, but I do want some more food. Let's grab all of the wheat that I have. I know I have a bunch. There we go. And now we can just make a whole bunch of wheat. There we go. We got 56 pieces. That's pretty good. I have my shield. I should maybe make a new one though. Let's do that really quickly. Let's grab some of these planks and the iron ingot. And there we go. We got ourselves a second shield. We might as well just throw this one out. There we go. We got this a brand new one. I need to fill my water bucket, but I think that's basically everything we're gonna need. I guess I could probably make a bow. I have quite a few arrows, and it'll probably help me out quite a bit. If I have another piece of string, I do. Pretty sure it's just I don't remember how it goes. I think it's 3 string and then 3. Perfect. Here we go. We got ourselves a bow. Do I have any other arrows lying around? I got 2 there, 1 there, and 6 more right there. We have 22 arrows. That's not bad. And I guess let's just go start this mission. We're gonna come out on the dock. I want to grab my bread so I don't waste my good food, and we need to craft up the Eyes of Ender. Gonna throw those in there, craft those up, and then we're gonna throw our first one from right here, and it's that direction. Okay, and of course the first one decides to break. That is not good, but that's why we have so much extra. I think we're good. Let's just head this direction. I'm not a pro speedrunner, and I can't just like figure out where it is off of like 1 or 2 eyes, so we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, don't know the best way to do this, but we're gonna throw another eye. It's just continuing on this direction. Please don't break again. Okay, thank you. We're gonna keep running this way, see what kind of cool biomes we can find, and anything else of the sorts. Okay, we're coming up on a river again. Let's throw another one. It is still going in this direction. Okay, please don't break. Oh my goodness, that's the second one to break already. That is not good. I guess on our little adventure, we might as well kill all of these animals because we could probably use the extra food and leather. Another great thing about the sword that I completely forgot about is I got looting 3, which means we get so much more mob drops and so much more food from all these animals. If I had fire aspect though, that would be even better. Okay, we've gotten a lot farther and in more of an open area. Let's throw another Eye of Ender, and looks like we actually have passed it. That's good to know. And of course, that one broke. Lovely. Okay, we're right here on a cliffside. Let's throw another one, and I did not see it go anywhere, so it might be wait, I'm gonna try throwing this again because I did not see where that went. Let's tower up a little bit though, so we don't have to like worry about the trees. If we throw it, it went down actually. Okay, yeah, this one just fell up right here. So it looks like it's just gonna be right down here. Let's just start digging down, I guess. And I almost missed it, but here is some stone bricks, which means that here is the end hold. I don't know what this is called. The stronghold. And I'm gonna have to run around and try and find where the end portal is. This part is always so confusing. I see some light over here, but that's just a torch. That's unfortunate. Down here though, we have the library. What have you got in these chests again? You got knockback 2, piercing 3. Ooh, wait, actually, hold up. This chest actually has some really good stuff in it. I'll grab that as well. I also kind of really want this. I should have brought a bundle. Actually, wait, I can craft a bundle. Let me throw down my crafting table. Let's see if I can figure out how to make a bundle. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. We're gonna have to consult the book. I just explored the whole thing. There's only 1 book in here, which is okay. I don't need that though. I can go out of my inventory. And now let's keep exploring and see what else I can find. That's a dead end. That doesn't go anywhere. What about down? That's also a dead end. This is where I came from originally, and that's a dead end too. So this all leads nowhere. We can go back up the staircase and try somewhere else. We have another library right here. I do not mind this at all because there are chests that spawn in here. Did I grab the trim? I don't think I grabbed the trim from the last one. I am so smart in here. Okay, we got one in here though, so it's fine. I don't really want that book. And is there anything upstairs? No, there's not. So I guess we're done in here. We can go explore elsewhere. Basically feels like I've explored this entire thing so far, so I don't know where else to go yet. Never mind. I found something new. There's some iron. I guess I could grab that. That could probably go in a bundle. And going through some more doors. Okay, here it is. This is exactly what I'm looking for. And of course, can't forget about all the beautiful silverfish that are really annoying. I'm gonna just quickly break that spawner, and it actually looks like we didn't even need to like, oh my gosh, do not push me in the lava, please. We did not need to go back into the nether because it already had 2 in here. We're gonna drop another 2 in there, and then we need to grab stuff out of our bundle. In here, I need the blaze powder and the blaze rods, and then we're just gonna craft up like 2 more of those and 5 more Eyes of Ender, and let's just start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need 3 more. So, oh, I need more blaze powder, and then we're gonna throw 3 of them in here. 1, 2, 3, and then we can fill all of that in. And oh my goodness, I haven't done this in so long. I might die. I need to kind of clean up my inventory a little bit. Just start throwing a bunch of stuff in some bundles that I don't need anymore. Okay, I think I got everything prepared in my inventory. Let's just quickly hop in here and see if we die or not. Gotta get our bow ready. We got our arrows. Let's just go for it. Okay, this is already a horrible spawn because we are so far from the main end island. We're gonna drop a water bucket just to be safe. Gotta bridge all the way over to the center without the ender dragon hopefully hitting me. I need to get quickly close to this island because I'm terrified. I'm gonna go grab the water bucket and move it a little bit closer. Right there should be good. And then we are going to just start slowly staircasing our way up here. This is very scary. I'm gonna move. Okay, I heard him. Okay, he's shooting at me. Gotta place the water bucket down for the safety. Connect in really quickly. Grab the water bucket back and then run. We need to go break all of the crystals. Thankfully, we can just kind of like blow up most of them with our arrows. This ender dragon keeps deciding he wants to shoot at me, which I am not a fan of. Let me just shoot all of these down, at least the ones that I can aim from here. Get a little bit higher on that shot. I barely miss it, and he's shooting at me again. We're gonna do a jump shot there. Okay, we got that one down, and I'm still being shot at by this dude. We're gonna do another jump shot, hopefully. There we go. We hit him with that one too, which is a nice bonus. And then I have a few more left up here. There's some of them I'm gonna have to climb up for, but this one I can actually shoot from down here if I can actually hit it. One more. There we go. We got that one. And now there should only be one left, but he shot at me, so I need to move. Right there. There we go. Okay, now it's only the ones left in the cages left. But one thing we're gonna do really quick, just to be a little bit extra safe, we're gonna throw down the 2 water buckets, make an infinite water source, and just start throwing these down literally everywhere. The more water around, the safer we're gonna be, especially around all of the pillars that I'm gonna have to, go up and climb down. Throw down 2 more water buckets. Or I think we're gonna make some more infinite water sources so I don't have to run so far every time. Right here, we're just gonna throw down 2 more buckets right here, and then I want to throw down a few over here. Actually, I'm gonna make an infinite water source right here to kind of just make it a little bit easier. Hopefully he's not shooting at me anytime shortly. Just run around, spam place some buckets, just like so. We need as much water so we're as safe as possible. Okay, he's perching, which is fine. I need to go fill my water buckets again so I can go up somewhere. And the Endermen are angry at him, which is kind of funny. But he's down there perched. I can't do anything to him yet, so we're just gonna climb up with our water bucket, try and break this. Should be pretty safe if we use this. We're going to place down a block though, and then hopefully we can jump, shoot. There we go. And now we only have a few more. I gotta jump down here though because he's shooting at me. I made an Enderman angry. No. I'm so sorry. Let me just make quick work with you. Okay, he landed in the water, so we teleported away. There we go. I think there's only one more caged crystal, which this one's really close to the, the edge here, and I don't like that, but he's perching, so I should be fine. There we go. We got every one of the crystals down. Now I just gotta wait for him to perch, and I can start shooting him. So I'm gonna just kind of come chill down here. Maybe try and shoot some shots at him as he's coming down, but he's also kind of hard to hit, especially when I don't have that many arrows. Is he coming down to perch? I think... No, I actually missed one of them. What the heck? A lot of the Endermen are angry at him, though, which is kind of funny. Gonna try and snipe this crystal. I have a few shots left. Okay, down a little bit, and then a jump shot from there. I can't quite hit it. There we go. I got it. That should be the last one now. I'm really, really hopeful. I don't see any around. I know. I have no idea where this dude is flying to. Oh, he's actually coming down right now. Okay, I gotta get down here. Gotta be careful. He's just gonna start flying down, and then once he gets here, I need to start hitting his head. Where is his head gonna land? It is over here. So then I can just start hitting him, and then we'll get through a lot of the health really, really quickly. I'm just really hoping when he leaves, he does not launch me. The sharpness 2 is definitely helping put in some work. I'm gonna try and get some arrow shots on him. Okay, we are out of arrows now, unfortunately, though. Don't need that anymore. We do have our boat. Honestly, wait. Maybe? Smart idea. Get in the boat. Oh, never mind. He's shooting at me right now. Maybe when he's coming down to perch, we sit in the boat, because then if he launches us, that is not what I want it to happen. You get out of there. But yeah, the idea is if he launches me, I'm in the boat, and I can't take fall damage. Unless he launches it in the void, and then it's over for me. He's perching, though. I need to get in the boat. I don't know if this is gonna work. This is kind of risky, I feel like. Actually, no, I can hit him, so I don't think there's any downside to me doing this. There he goes again. I think 1 or 2 more times if he perches, and then I should have him. This will just kind of take a while, because sometimes he does not like to perch. Okay, I believe he's coming down again. It looks like he's doing the back and forth. We're gonna hop in the boat and just kind of wait for him to get down here. And then as soon as his head appears right in front of me, which should be right about now, I can't hit him. Okay, there we go. I can hit him now. I don't think I'm gonna get him this time. Once more, though, and he's mine. It'll be kind of close. I would really wish I had some arrows left, but yeah, one more time and I'll kill him. I'm not gonna lie, this fight is kind of really anticlimactic. Like, the worst that happens is he launches you in the air, and he is not doing that at all. He's not even shooting any fireballs at me, which is weird. Is he coming down to perch? No, it does not look like it. He went away. The Underdragon fight in this game, like, it sounds hard until you actually do it, and then you realize how easy it is. Just one nice thing to have is slow falling in case he launches you, but I don't know how it fully works, and he hasn't done it to me yet, so I'm good. Okay, here he comes. He's coming down to perch. We're gonna get close to this, just crouch down, and hopefully we should be fine. Just a few more hits, and then it's gonna be over for him. And there we go. We got the advancement. We killed the Ender Dragon for the first time, and now we get to be happy with all the good stuff we get from him. And the good stuff is a whole bunch of XP. Oh my goodness, this would have been so nice a long time ago. We are already up to 67 levels, and that is kind of funny that it directly landed right there. We're gonna come over here, hit the egg, and now where did it go? Okay, it just went right back up here. Never mind. It went into the water. We're gonna get rid of the water so it's out of the way, and then we're gonna just dig right underneath it, put the torch down, let it fall on top, and we got ourselves a nice dragon egg. If only we could hatch it and have a pet dragon, that would be be sick. But let's just hop back through the portal. I think we're done here. I could go through one of the end gateways, but that is not a mission for me right now. I would like to go back and just like use all the XP I got. And now that I'm back, I want to kind of clean up my inventory a little bit. I don't need these books on me right now. I don't need my bow anymore. I want to keep my dragon egg. I do want to get all of this food cooking up. Also kind of want to clean out this bundle. We can just throw everything in here. And then all of this food, we are just going to throw in each of these. Besides the chicken, because we only have 3 furnaces. So that is completely okay. We don't need the bundles. Throw those in there. And then honestly, I want this dragon egg to be placed somewhere. I'm not sure where. I think I'm just going to throw it into this house. Right there, right above the enchanting table. It really adds to like the magical feel of this little section. So I am happy with that. And this looks so cinematic with the sun setting over the horizon, over the river that I have settled down on for the past 100 days. This is looking fantastic. And it was really exciting to actually do the Ender Dragon fight. I've never done that before. At least the last time I've done it was well over a year ago on like a forever world with a bunch of friends. And I've never done it in such bad gear before. Ooh, it actually looks like a lot of my crops are done growing over here. Let's go pick those because the wheat, I mean, that's going to be really good. I do want to get some animals into that little barn thing over there. So we're just going to run through, slowly pick all of this. This definitely takes a long time to right click it all instead of left click it. But at least I don't have to replant it doing it this way. So it's much more efficient. And also the thing I really wanted the most, I should have done this before I left, but I have all of these carrots and I had some gold. And this was like, you know, the best food source in the game. So I should have brought that with me. I mean, we didn't really need it, so I guess it's okay. I do want to get the rest of this bottom field though, planted completely in with carrots. And I think I might take part of this top field as well. Just like a small little section of it because golden carrots are going to be way, way better than normal wheat. And if I can find my gold ingots, there we go. We are going to craft at least 7 of these golden carrots because that's all that we can do. Or all 7 of these carrots into golden carrots because that's all we have. Now we have a much better food source. Also, this wheat we don't need. Might as well throw that all in there. And looking at this area, you know, there is some things I wish I did. There was another build I wanted to do. That's going to have to be saved for another time. I'm really happy with how it all turned out. Like, this is what we got in the aerial view of our whole little area. We got our farms, you know, we got our big barn house. I don't know what that is, actually. We got our little watchout tower to look over the rest of the forest. We have our little barn house. This I am so proud of. One of my favorite houses I've ever made. And then we have our little storage shack along the riverside. And, you know, obviously that up there is like our little enchanting area. In here, we have basically, this is my house. I just never moved out of it. We have all of our chests, all of our furnaces, our bed. This is where we sleep and everything. Over there, I haven't actually put anything on the interior of that. If anyone has any ideas for it, let me know down below. And then this is more of just like a lookout tower, so you can kind of see the surrounding area. I want to go up here and take a look out. Like from here, you can see our little wood farm. You can see the oak trees, I think, at least. You can see the birch trees, you can see the spruce, you can see out there into the pillager outpost, the spruce biome, and the giant rest of the dark oak forest. But I think that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy, please consider subscribing, and thank you all so much for watching.